It's like such a random live stream, guys. I hope you guys can deal with the random live stream. Can you guys hear me? Look, I better go do my own radio check because people will tell me that they can't hear me and they actually can hear me. You know what I'm saying? So what's up, everyone? What is good? Testing, testing. Yeah, okay. Audio on my end sounds good. Should probably put something underneath this. Cool, cool, everyone. What is up? What is up? I gotta kill that. I can hear myself in the background going on. What's up, everyone? I thought I would do a little live stream tonight. We can hang out. We can talk about some things. I love skateboarding around SF. I thought I was gonna do a skateboarding around SF, and then I thought let's just not do a skateboarding video right now because I always do skateboarding videos. What's up, Jay Ellis? Jay Ellis is in the house. Jay Ellis is in the house. I'm trying to like. There we go. That's better. Nice view. Yes, this is a really nice view. This is a nice view. It's my view. I can't show y'all my view because you're gonna know where I'm at, but I'm somewhere. Got the new mic working. So I actually bought another mic today. Like I got another one. This is the one. I just got this one. Nothing special. I actually already have this mic. I just don't have the stand. So I just got the mic and the stand again. So just in case I need to use two mics, I'll have two mics to use. You know, like if I want to do like a little live stream action or something, I can have two, two, uh, two, two mics to use. So what's up, everyone? It's just been today's been a pretty good day. Thought I would do a little live stream tonight, talk to y'all, hang out with y'all for a little bit. We can chit chat about some things. Yeah, yeah. Well, let some of y'all pile into the stream. I'm not getting many comments on my screen for some reason. How are you doing? Oh, I'm doing good. Happy Vlogsmith. Um, looks like I've been making vlogs like ever since Vlogsmith started, which is kind of awesome, kind of cool. Hey, mate, what's going on? You get your stuff stolen again? Yeah, dude, I'm always getting some shit stolen. I think I'm gonna buy a new Van Move bike. Um, and I'll just cross my fingers that, you know, when it gets stolen, I cross my fingers I can at least keep the bike for like 6 months, you know? Because if I can at least keep the bike for 6 months, like at least would have paid for itself a couple of times. What about the garbage truck? So there's just one particular night when the garbage truck comes, I just don't go to sleep after that. Like I'm up, you know. Um, that's just kind of how a garbage truck is. I'm still looking at moving to another place, but then at the same time, I'm kind of thinking about just not moving. I'm thinking about just staying at this shitty place because the thing about staying at this shitty place is like, I actually don't really stay there. You know what I'm saying? Like I get up in the morning and like I get the fuck out of there. And I stay gone all day. And then I come back at night and I go to sleep and it's the same thing like the next day. So like, I mean, it's a pretty cool place, you know? Like it's got a dope kitchen, but like every time someone cooks in the kitchen, like oh my gosh, my room is so far away from the kitchen. It's like the farthest away from the kitchen it can possibly be. But every time someone cooks in the kitchen, like my room smells like whatever they're cooking, and my room smells like that. So like, um, so you didn't move. So I moved from the place from the Brandon Street house, right? And I moved to another house in Soma, right? And like, I don't really like it. Like it's kind of crappy, but then at the same time, it's really cheap. It's really close. It works good enough, you know. I mean, I'm not really in a lease. Like I don't really have to put a lot of money up front. No credit checks. No getting the utilities turned on in my name. I can just slide in and slide up out, you know. But it is kind of crappy. I've gotten used to a lot of the sounds, like the humming. I've gotten used to it. It still drives me insane sometimes, but I've basically gotten used to it. I guess if I had to hang out there all the time, it would, it would drive me insane, But I'm never there. I'm never there. What do you consider cheap? $1,000 a month is cheap, but I'm paying more than 1,000. But I don't consider this place pretty cheap. But I'm also looking at another place too. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. You inspired me to do Uber. I did. Are you still doing Uber? I'm just curious because what is Uber like now? No window screens. So no, there is no window screen behind. My gosh, it was so freaking hot in here when I came in here. So I opened the window and like the heat's on, and I'm like, it's not that hot outside. So there we go. The window is open. I have this large window behind me. I'm not really gonna show much more because I don't want you guys to see. No mosquitoes. There's no mosquitoes in San Francisco. Gosh, no. It's too windy and too cold for that. Oh, you're not doing Uber anymore? Uber's like hit or miss, man. It doesn't last forever. Some people think that, just because it was good back then, that doesn't mean it's gonna be good forever. Hi from Puk. Is this someplace in Italy? Hi from I can't pronounce this place, but is it Italy? When will you travel overseas after Corona is over? Yeah, I'm gonna definitely will travel when Corona is over. That's kind of why I am. That's kind of why I'm like okay with staying in this crappy place too. Beyond Meat breakfast patties are crack, bro. I love Beyond Meat, dude. I've been buying a share of Beyond Meat every day this month. That's the plan, is just to buy a share of Beyond Meat every day. A couple of days ago, I bought like 50 shares of Beyond Meat, so I guess I've hit my quota for the entire month. But I still want to buy at least of one share of Beyond Meat like every day. That's if it doesn't like blow past like $300 before the end of the month. Are you buying DoorDash or Airbnb? I am staying away from DoorDash. I think I'm gonna stay away from Airbnb too. I think Airbnb is just gonna be just like DoorDash. That's my guess. When Airbnbs go public, it's gonna pop. That's my guess. Like it's gonna pop. It's gonna be a hot start. And Airbnb people have been waiting on Airbnb for a long time. And I don't think Airbnb is going to be in the same category as WeWork, basically. All right. And I would put DoorDash in the same basket as WeWork. Run away from companies like that. Okay, run away from companies like that. If WeWork went public, I would not invest in them. No, just like I would not invest in DoorDash. But that's just me. That's just me. Do you watch porn? Wow, that's a very random question. What do you think? I think Airbnb is a good buy after it crashed a bit. I think Airbnb is definitely going to be a much better bet than freaking DoorDash. I would invest in Uber before I would invest in DoorDash. And you guys know I broke up with Uber a long time ago. I broke up with Uber a long time ago. But if I had to pick between the two, it would definitely be Uber because at least Uber's got flying taxis ahead of himself. DoorDash has got. DoorDash doesn't really like. Honestly, it's not that great of a company because they don't really have that good. They don't have a good moat around them. You know, you take a company like like Tesla. Okay, the moat that they have around them is they're developing batteries. Okay, they're doing that better than any other company in the world. That's the moat that they have around them. DoorDash, they really don't have a moat around them. Restaurants can who's to say in a couple years restaurants don't start doing their own food delivery? Who's to say in a couple years that they compete with a lot of services? And let's also not forget that I don't know. DoorDash is a mess, yo. Airbnb. I see Airbnb having huge upside potential, yo. Replacing the housing rental market and the old landlord tenant dynamic. Oh my gosh. I didn't even think about that for Airbnb. This is something I've never even considered with Airbnb. What you just said. Huge upside potential, dude. Oh my gosh, do you know how many people deal with that the whole landlord situation? You know how many people deal with that like they deal with the whole landlord situation. Like, okay, you look on Craigslist, right? You look on Craigslist. You call this phone number, okay? You call this phone number. You talk to Jim, okay? You talk to Jim for a minute, and then Jim gives you a number for Tom. You call Tom. You meet up with Tom. Tom shows you the place. You have to pay a fee to this other person over here. And then after your background check comes through, this takes a couple days, right? And then they got to do this. You got to do a background. Then you got to put the money down. Moving can be it can really be a mess. And I never really thought of how Airbnb could breach like how Airbnb could bridge that gap, right? I never really thought about how Airbnb, basically what I'm doing right now. I'm basically renting a place through Airbnb, right? That is basically what I've just did for the past 3 months, right? I'm renting a place through Airbnb. Now, I actually could have went directly to the landlord. I could have went directly to the landlord, but check this out. This place that I lived in now, if I would have went directly to the landlord, they would have did a background check, they would have did a credit check, they would have checked my rental history, they would have put it would have been an inquiry on my credit, right? And it also would have been a deposit. It wouldn't have been a big deposit because once again the rent is not very expensive, but it would have been a deposit, right? It would have been like, money that I have to put up, and then I have to pay first month's rent. But no, I didn't do this. The reason why I didn't do this is because I'm like, well, I like the freedom and ability, and I can all rent this same place on Airbnb, and I don't have to do any of this crap. Only thing I have to do is just pay for the first month, and then after when the second month rolls around on the Airbnb app, you just pay for the second month, right? And the third month rolls around, you just pay for the third month. Like this is very, very simple. I never thought about Airbnb doing that on a very, very large level. But if you really think about listen to this, y'all. If y'all really think in this new digital world, right? If you really think that we're gonna live in this digital world, right? Airbnb really does fall right there. It falls in this new digital world. I mean, that would be a really, really cool way of renting, not going through an old landlord anymore. Like you go through Airbnb. Like that would be a really cool way of renting. Like I really like that. I really, really like that. Many owners now will just do a side deal after you got into there. Out to the landlord and they'll take you along a period at a cheaper rate. Okay, so I see. I see how that is. This is what happened in Airbnb. So you move into a place on Airbnb. You stay there for 1 month, and then after 1 month, you stop paying Airbnb and you start paying the people. You start paying the people directly. Well, think about this here. Would you do that for Uber? Would you do that for Uber? Right? Let's say you get the same driver every day, right? You get the same driver every day, and after the fourth time, you get the same driver. You notice he picks you up every day. Do you just tell him, hey, look, let's just not go through Uber anymore. I'm just gonna pay you, and I mean you always pick me up at in the morning, so how about you just pick me up at 6:30 in the morning, and instead of me paying $20 to Uber, and then Uber giving you, 7, I'm just gonna go ahead and give you, I'll give you 12, and you'll make a little bit more, and I'll still pay less. Believe it or not, I don't really know too many people that do that with Uber, because I think the dynamics with Uber are a little bit different. Like Airbnb, it's a little bit different though. You know what could happen with Airbnb? If Airbnb was smart, this is one thing I don't like about Airbnb. This is one thing I don't like about Airbnb, especially when I'm thinking of investing in a company for the long term. I don't like the fact that I don't like the fact that someone can easily do that. Someone can, Airbnb and then stay there for a month and pay the Airbnb for the first month, but then the next 5 years they live there and they're not even going through the app. Well, if Airbnb would figure out a way to stop that, and they could do that by basically they could figure out a way to stop that, right? That would be really cool if they could stop that. If they could stop that, maybe I would invest in the company, or if they had a way of slowing that down. Because not all landlords are going to do that, you know. DoorDash IPO. I think DoorDash is one of the worst stocks to invest in the market right now. It's just me, okay? It's just very, very different. That's much different than a home that you will be living in. Yeah, it is very different. Look forward to moving to XF next month. I want to move to the west side, like outer Sunset, outer Richmond. Any tips on what to ask when looking for an apartment? Well, out there, you're gonna be dealing with like local landlords, so you're gonna be, it's more like 2-story, 3-story buildings. You're not gonna have any high rises or anything like that. They're doing car subscription services now. That's pretty cool. What did you do with those birthday cards? I kept some. This Airbnb is a great buy. Just not. I think the IPO is gonna go crazy. What do you think of the AirPods Max? I think they're pretty cool. I probably will buy them, but I don't really have a reason to buy them now. I mean, I would buy them if I was traveling. Like if I know I'm gonna like tree for a little bit and travel, I would probably get the new Apple headphones. But I mean, now I got 2 pairs of headphones that work great, and yeah. Do vegans use air fryers? Yeah, like is an air fryer not vegan? Do you need to give Airbnb your SSS number? You don't need to give them your social security number. I think you may need to give them your social security number if you're renting a place. But if you're just if you if if you're renting your house, I think you give Airbnb your social security number. But if you are just on there looking for a place to stay for the night, I don't think you need your social security number. Jermaine, can you Uber yourself as a next to my house? What do you mean? Airbnb IPO price is crazy high, over 60 now. Well, you gotta wait till it actually hits the market because it can be much higher than 60. What up, Alex? It could be much higher than 60 when it hits the market, yo. So Airbnb does very limited background checks. What do you mean Airbnb does very limited background checks? You mean to stay in Airbnb? Because another thing with Airbnb too, Airbnb is it sort of kind of works on the honor system. All right, so like it's kind of like Uber. You look at the driver, he's done 1,000 trips and he has a rating of 4.9, right? So when you see a driver's done 1,000 trips and he has a rating of 4.9, you're just like, okay, this person is not new to the game, you know. But if you see a driver, you know, they got, you know, 4 trips under their belt and they got a 3.7, you might ask yourself, yo, do I really want to be riding with them? You know what I'm saying? So I think with Airbnb, it's the same way. Someone like me, you can see that I've stayed in a lot of Airbnbs and I have a really good rating. But then, you know, someone else, maybe they haven't stayed in Airbnb. So, like, you know, it's kind of like the Uber rating system, you know? To stay if couples have felonies. To say if someone has a couple of felonies. So, I don't know. I don't know. Sub J, can you show us your city background? That's awesome. So I don't want to show my background just because of just, you know, a lot of YouTubers don't show places where they are, you know, if they're at home or if they're in a place where they are all the time. I just don't feel comfortable showing you guys my background. I mean, if you're really smart, you can probably figure out where I am. I'm not gonna tell you from what characteristic from the background, but I mean, if you're familiar with the area, you probably know. But yeah, I don't want to really say. I mean, if it's a place that I have access to that I go randomly, I would show you, but no, I don't want to show you right now. Visiting from and I saw you. Oh, you were visiting from NYC? You saw me? You saw me in SF while you were visiting here from NYC. Can you travel to countries but not eat their food and just eat McDonald's? Only if that country's got some vegan McDonald's. Maybe I would eat a meal, but I wouldn't want to eat McDonald's every day. Can a refrigerator fit in a car? I will be renting an Airbnb this weekend. Yeah, you can stick a refrigerator in a car. But that's a pretty cool idea, yo. That's a really, really, really cool idea with Airbnb. You know, long-term rentals. That'd be a really cool idea. What if Airbnb did like leases? You know, like a 1-year lease where like, you know, move into this place, you get 1-year lease, you know, and then you pay through Airbnb. See if they did like a 1-year lease type situation, that would get rid of the people. That would get rid of people. That would stop people from like paying the landlord and just going through Airbnb. But then Airbnb should make it an incentive that you don't want to pay the landlord directly. That's what they should too. Because for the most part, like I don't like to do that. Like if I go stay at someone's house on Airbnb and they say you want to stay longer, and if they tell me you want to do it off the app, like honestly, I don't want to do it off of the app because we don't have like this person in the middle, which is Airbnb. You know what I mean? We don't have this person in the middle, you know? So that's why I would rather like do it through the app, you know? Facts, you were riding mad fast past the big AMC. Well, you mean I was riding mad fast like earlier today? Or like an hour ago? Because I was probably riding through there like an hour ago. I like have new favorite cookies again. These are my new favorite cookies, guys. They're from Whole Foods. They're like slightly cheaper than the other cookies I was so obsessed with, but they're like peanut butter. They're so freaking good. This is like really, really clear right now. This camera angle is really, really clear. Cancel rent. What does cancel rent mean? Like, does it mean just don't pay rent? Because cancel rent would be freaking horrible, y'all. I can see your yellow shirt from the street. You cannot see my yellow shirt from the street, yo. You definitely cannot see it from the street. Tell me where I'm at then. You can put it in the chat. Those cookies are better than Nutty Buddies. Yes, they freaking are, yo. These are really good. I don't even know how I discovered these. I don't know how I discovered these. Council rent until everyone goes back to work. Yeah, but the thing about council rent is like you can't exactly go council rent, dude. Like that, it doesn't work that way. Think about this, okay? Like I'm just gonna give you a scenario. Like this is just somebody like thinking outside the box, right? With a freaking brain. If you go around and council rent, what are you gonna do to the people that like the people that a landlord that already owns the building, right? So he's not paying any money to the bank. Like he's not paying any money to the bank. He owns the building. What he pays is freaking utilities and maintenance and keeping the building together because it's an old building, you know. So yeah, if you stop paying rent, well, guess what? He's not necessarily gonna lose the building, but the building you live in, maybe it's gonna have a lot of problems, like a lot of problems. Like the elevator doesn't work, and you live on the 8th floor, and you know this doesn't work, and like you know there's a broken window downstairs, and you know so like if you really do cancel rent, you know people actually don't have to pay rent, but there's a lot of other problems that could come along with that. You know, you also have people that you know maybe they're the landlord, maybe they're a landlord that they just bought their second rental property or their first rental property. Well, if they don't, a lot of these people have already lost their properties. A lot of these people literally have already lost their properties. Now, renters don't care anything about this because renters don't own anything. You know, they're like, yes, my landlord, they lost their property. Yes, like renters get happy when landlords are in trouble, right? But you know, you got to look at it from both angles here. You know what I mean? Landlords are getting screwed. I'm so glad I'm not a landlord. So glad I'm not a landlord, and I'm so glad I'm not a small business owner. Cause my gosh, dude, these people are getting canned, yo. Looking forward to moving to SF and appreciate you answering most of our questions. Oh, that's what's up. Maintenance, man. Maintenance, dude. Ooh. Maintenance can be way more than a freaking mortgage. Like, why y'all think I haven't bought a house in Memphis? Like, when I'm sitting around looking at the maintenance, like at the maintenance costs, and I'm thinking, like, yo, the houses are not that expensive, but look at the maintenance that you're gonna constantly put into this thing, right? And it's because it's very humid down there. Like, it's super humid. So, like, humidity, things are different in humid climates, you know? So I'm good on that, y'all. Living is messed up. Living in a messed up building would be better than sleeping in a park. Well, I totally get what you're saying, David. Living in a messed up building would be sleeping in a park. But, you know, when a building is messed up, like, you know, when the elevator is broken and you live on the 8th floor, you know what I mean? Yes, you don't live on the street, but that's a dangerous situation. That's a dangerous situation, and that's because of maintenance. Okay, and once again, you're not living on the street, but what happens when there's a fire on the 3rd floor and you're on the 8th floor, right? And someone else is on the 8th floor and they're in a wheelchair, right? And we're in a pandemic, and the landlord hasn't did anything to the building because no one's paid rent, you know? And now there's a fire in the building, and guess what? There's people, they're gonna die. They're gonna lose their life. Right? They were not sleeping on the street, but they're gonna die in a freaking burning building. One thing leads to another, okay? One thing leads to another. If you are driving your car, right? You're driving your car and you do not fix your brake light, okay? And you riding around, you smoking weed, your girlfriend in the car, she's sipping on some lean, okay? Y'all got a gun in the car, right? Now, you didn't fix your brake lights, okay? Now you get pulled over. And what the police say? Oh, I smell alcohol. I smell weed, right? And then next, oh, you got a gun. Okay, one thing leads to another, right? So go ahead and cancel rent. Like, go ahead and cancel rent. You know, but like I don't know. Like I don't really want to. Like that's too controversial for me. Like I need to be Switzerland, yo. That is way too controversial. Like that's like talking about politics. Like I do not want to talk about politics. Let's talk about cheese, okay? Like yeah, dude. The pandemic, like any of the pandemic shit. None of the pandemic shit I want to talk about. It's just too controversial right now. Like vaccine. That's a political thing. You know, council rent, that's like a political thing. When everything's a fucking political thing right now. I live I live in a second floor apartment. Oh, so $1,000 could get a 10-bedroom house in Memphis. $100 per bedroom a month. I'm moving to Memphis. Yeah, but okay, but check this out. $1,000 a month, you can get 10 bedrooms in Memphis. But check this out. I bet for that $1,000 a month for them 10 bedrooms, your utility bill gonna be $1,500 a month. Okay, so that's gonna be the drawback. Cause you gotta think, the bigger your house is, the more it's gonna cost to heat it and cool it off. I hate talking about those things you mentioned. Well, I mean, it's just like, either I want to play a silent role right now when it comes to all of that stuff. I just want to literally just be bland. Just don't take no sides, you know, because this is just the world we live in now. It's like, like it's just the world we live in. Pandemic life, yo. Pandemic life. Did they decorate Fairmont lobby this? I don't know if they've decorated the lobby this year. Thanks, Jermaine. You are helping. You are keeping me sane. 2020 has really pushed me to my breaking point. Dude, 2020 has been a year. 2020 has been a year. Moving to Soma Square. Would you recommend that? Soma Square. What building are you moving in? Because building 5 and building 4 are like way back there in Soma Square. But if you're in real straight, I mean, I think if you're in building 4, you can enter on Hawthorne Street, if I'm not mistaken. The only way to get through 2020 is to stay with the Lord. 2020 rough, yo. 2020 is so rough, man. You guys know how many friends I've lost in 2020? You know how many friends I lost in 2020 because like of just stupid shit. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I've also lost friends just because I've actually had really good gear. You know what I mean? Like, this been a weird year, yo. I'm not gonna lie, it's been the best year of my life. Like, no joke. The best damn year of my life. 2020 on lockdown. I stayed in San Francisco the whole time. I wasn't out in different countries, yo. Best year of my life, like right now. Like, I love it. I've had so much fun this year. I haven't anything. I haven't really went on any awesome adventures. I haven't really had like really shit this year. It's still been the best year ever in my life. No, I wasn't. No, I didn't lose any friends to COVID. I just lost friends from all sorts of reasons, yo. What happened to the girl you were traveling through Namibia? She lives in like Switzerland. Well, just because you meet someone doesn't mean that you guys are gonna be cool forever. I don't think she was so. A lot of people are not into social media. I'm just gonna keep it real. Like I'm just gonna keep it real. Like a lot of people are not, especially. Yeah, a lot of people are just not into social media. Like I'm just gonna keep it real. They're not into it like I'm into it. You know. She definitely did not like social media thing. Is Memphis into social media, man? I mean, is Memphis into social media? Stock market crazy versus unemployment. Stock market versus U.S. unemployment crazy. Yeah, it is. Stock market is freaking insane. But depends on the type of unemployment. Depends on where to. I talk to people back home in my hometown, and it's not as bad as what it is here. Like it's not as bad as what it is here. Like of course, like people have lost their jobs and stuff like that, but not people have lost jobs around here. I mean, you're talking about 50% of restaurants are closed down. Like, it's nothing like that in Memphis. I mean, some restaurants have went out of business, but not like 50%. The stock market is going to crash. I mean, if the stock market crash, I think it'll be a really good time to buy some more stock. I got some more money coming soon, so if the stock market crash, I'll just buy more stock. If it doesn't crash, I'll probably buy a new bike and buy some new toys but if the market crashes, I won't buy anything. I'll just buy more stock and make more money in the long run. What's going on, Marley? The government will always bail out the market. Well, the government will bail out the market. This is what I think. This is what I think the government will, because there's too many rich people in the markets. And they already know. They know. I mean, dude, like, if you have Robinhood, right? If you have the Robinhood app on your phone, you are a freaking minority, yo. There are so many people in this country that do not invest, right? Especially, like, actively investing on their own. Don't get me wrong. There are some people, like, they invest through their work. But that's not, like, actively investing. That's like, yo, take out 20% of my check every month and put it in the stock market. Oh, I take out 5% of my money in my check and put it in the stock market. Oh, you got the Robinhood app on your phone, yo, and you like not just watching YouTube and like listening to someone say, "Oh, Beyond Meat, Tesla," and then you go out and buy it, right? No, I'm talking about if you actively got the app on your phone and you follow these companies, yo. You actually follow the companies, like you follow the CEOs, like you follow what they do. You're so much more ahead of than most people in this country, yo. Like you are so much more ahead, and then people want to constantly say, "Oh, the stock market's gonna crash. The stock market's gonna crash." Well, do you realize that if the stock market crashes, that's a buying opportunity, right? That's a buying opportunity. Like that's not the worst thing if the stock market crash. I mean, if it crash and stay down forever, that's bad. But if it go down, it's not so bad. But the doom and gloom people will they'll tell you don't stock market. They'll tell you don't trust the stock market, but they'll be the same people at the gas station buying lottery tickets. You see how that work? I mean, come on, you see how that work? I don't have any money in the market. I don't have any more money. It's all in the stock market. Would it be bad for drug dealers if the stock market crashed? I don't think it would. It wouldn't be bad for drug dealers, whatever happened. If the stock market crashed, it might be better for drug dealers. Do you want a stimulus check or is Trump change for you? Stimulus check. Who cares? Who cares if the stock market crash or not? Do you still have Tesla stock? Yeah, I still have Tesla stock. Are you gonna tell me to sell? Everybody says sell. The only bad thing for drug dealers would be legalized of all drugs. Not necessarily. Not necessarily, because marijuana has been legalized in San Francisco for like 10 years or something. And do you guys know that like there's still plenty of people in SF that sell weed? There's plenty of people that still sell weed in SF. And there's a store like right outside that sells weed, but then there's people that sell weed on the street. So just because they legalize it doesn't mean that all the dealers are gonna magically go away. No, it's just gonna be different dealers. You get what I'm saying? It's gonna be different dealers. Everybody don't want to go to the weed store. I'm gonna say this I'm gonna say this once again. Everybody don't want to go to the weed store. Some people don't want to go to the weed store because when you go to the weed store, you have to show your driver's license. You have to show an ID, and they keep track of everything you buy, and they send that shit to the government, right? And the government know, yeah, Jermaine Ellis spends $1,000 a month on marijuana. You know, they know this information, right? So that's why you have a lot of people that don't go to the weed store and they just go and buy weed off of the street. Now, at the same time, the people that sell weed on the street, where are they getting weed from? Well, they're probably getting it from the black market, but I know some of those people actually get the weed that they sell on the street. They buy it from the weed store. Yeah, they just buy it from the weed store straight up, and they just sell it at a higher price. I mean, it's like the easiest thing. Come to the city with $100, and if you can find enough people to sell it to, you triple that, yo. Show us the snacks. Okay, back to nature. These are so good. Oh, Crystal, I know. You're talking about that stock that's like what, $80 a share or something. Yeah, it was like right here on my home screen, like right when I go to Robinhood, it's like right there. Like I didn't even have to search for it because that was the last thing I was looking at. This stock is up like, it's up like, we can say it's up a G-ball today. It's up 1,000% today, yo. 1,000%, insane. Dubai Customs will be watching this video waiting on Jeremy to come back. I don't think I ever want to go back to Dubai. Yeah, I don't think I ever want to go back to Dubai. Like even like traveling, I don't think I ever want to go back. Like I think that's like the only country in the world I don't ever want to go back to. I think like if I'm ever like in Europe and I want to go to Australia, because when you go to Australia from Europe, you have to stop in Dubai, or you have to take like a flight to go to like stop in like Singapore or India or Thailand. If I ever in that situation, I'll make sure I don't stop in Dubai, you know. Or if I'm ever in South Africa and I'm trying to get from like South Africa to Europe, just don't go through Dubai, go through Qatar. Because you can go through Qatar. But Qatar would be about the same thing as going to Dubai. Like they'll probably be just as racist in Qatar. Because I mean they're just like in the middle of the desert, and anyone with dreadlocks looks like Bob Marley, and they sell drugs, and if they're black, like they look like Bob Marley too, and they got dreadlocks. Like, yeah, they're probably gonna be about to both. The Middle East like that. Like even Israel is like that, you know. I mean, if you Middle East is just strict, yo. It's like remind me of the South, you know. I'm cool on that. 1 week was penalty for death. Jermaine was scared around the world. Oh yeah, I was just scared around the world. Only other country I've really taken the skateboard to is Australia. Freaking had a blast in Australia, yo. Dubai is the opposite of San Francisco. Yeah, it's very hot. We like your dreadlocks, Jermaine. Oh, thanks. I need to do something to them. Like, yeah, it's been like here in the same spot for like a minute. Jermaine, can I have fun in Dubai with a low budget somewhere around $36 a day? I never felt so broke in Dubai. Expensive. I mean, just the things I did. Like it wasn't that expensive. Like it was kind of weird to like. I had to like go in the bathroom and drink water. You know, like go in the bathroom and go in the stall to drink water. Because I went through the month of Ramadan and you can't be drinking water in public. You can't be drinking water in public, and you also can't. You can't drink water in public, and you also can't eat in public. And like when you go to restaurants, you go to a restaurant, yo, during the month of Ramadan, and you know how like in the America or the whole the rest of the world, most countries, right? You go to you go out to eat, right? You go up to a restaurant, you can walk by the restaurant, you see people sitting in the restaurant eating, you see people putting food in their mouth and stuff. Man, not in Dubai. Man, you go to them restaurants, they got the windows covered up and shit, got sheets on the windows. You can't even see up in them joints. And at first, I thought all the restaurants was closed, because I mean, when I walk by a restaurant and I see sheets covering up the windows, it make me think, hey, it's closed down, just like wood on the windows in San Francisco. That junk closed down, right? But in Dubai, I remember once I walked by this little donut shop inside of that famous mall they got, and all these Asians came from around the corner, and I was like, something must be open. Something must be open because look like they just. I mean, how they look like they walking out of a restaurant, and then I walked up to where they came out from, and it was a restaurant, and they had it covered up. So like, if you were outside the restaurant, you couldn't see inside. You know. Yeah, you can't smoke weed in Dubai either. No, you can't do none of that in Dubai. But that's only during the month of Ramadan. So like, it was crazy because right when I entered into Dubai, the guy told me, he was like, month of Ramadan, everything's open, but you cannot eat food. And I was just like, you cannot eat food. He must ain't talking to me. And then when I like went walking around, I was like, dang, all the restaurants are freaking, they have sheets on them or they're closed, So I went to the food court in the mall, right? Because the mall actually had a food court. So when you get to the mall food court, what it is they have all of these. Okay, first off, it's not an open food court, right? It's a food court where like a type of food court you gotta walk around a corner to get to the food court. Okay, so they had these barriers up so you couldn't see. So you had to walk around the barrier. And once I walked around the barrier, I walked in and I was like, dang, it's the food court up in this joint. And it was a food court, like a massive food court, right? And it was people sitting down eating. But everybody in that area were they were like me. They were a traveler. They were not local. Okay. And I did see a few Islamic people over there drinking like water and stuff, But like if you drink water or eat, you go to that area. It was kind of a trip. I would never vacation over there. You just don't go through it during the month of Ramadan, yo. And then women, like, just don't talk to women. No women over there, yo. Unless unless you know that they're from another country, then it's cool. But like their women, nah, don't even talk to them. But I don't know. I mean, would you really want to? I mean, you can't really see them, But I remember when I was in Egypt, when I went to Egypt, I remember like it was like a week went by, a straight up. I don't know if it was a week. I can't exactly remember, but it was days. Days went by. I want to say it felt like a week went by that I had not talked to a woman, like literally, because Egypt's a Muslim country, and women just don't. They just don't do things like women do in the Western countries. Women are just at home all the time. Like they just don't. A lot of them don't have jobs, and you just don't see a lot of women. And if you do see a woman, she's with a husband or, a boyfriend or a brother. Not a boyfriend, but like a husband or a brother or, something like that. And once again, they're covered up. And I remember I was getting off of this train, and I was trying to find someone who spoke English. I couldn't find anyone who spoke English anywhere. I actually ran into this American dude, and I knew this dude was American based off of what he was wearing. Because in that part of the world, it's so damn easy to tell an American, yo. It's so easy to tell an American. Like, I straight up knew this dude was from America, and I walked up to him, and I was like, yo, do you know how to get such and such? And he was just like, yeah. And that was just basically like it. He was just like, yeah. I was thinking maybe he was the type of American that's like, fuck Americans. Because you definitely meet a lot of those Americans outside of America. They're just like, fuck Americans and fuck America. I don't want any part to do with you or my country. I think he was that type. I mean, in Egypt, probably, makes sense. Because I don't typically meet people like that in England. But Egypt, in the middle of Egypt, traveling from Alexandria, trying to get back to Cairo. I met somebody like that. And then he pointed me to this window, and it was a Muslim woman, right? And I was like, oh shit, I'm about to go talk to a woman. I got excited. She spoke perfect English, yo. And she's like, you're from America? I was like, yeah. She was so freaking nice, yo. I've been so long since I talked to a woman over there. It may have been a couple of days, but like they just don't. You just don't go to a bar to meet a woman. And then also when I was there, it was no tourists, yo. It was like no tourists. Like no tourists. Like when I went to the pyramids, I saw maybe 15 tourists at the Great Pyramids of Egypt. Like it was literally no tourists there. Like even when I went there, the U.S. government was like, "Hey, U.S. citizens, don't go to Egypt. It's not safe." And I still went. They were like dangerous country, war, people crazy, fighting on the streets. I still went. I saw some fighting on the street, but I didn't see no war. But let's get this video started. Being an American tourist is not a good label. Not necessarily. Depending on where in the world you are. Depending on where in the world you are. Once you get so far off of the beaten path, it's okay to be an American tourist. Because if you're that far off of the beaten path, you are not that stereotypic American. Bottom line, okay? Bottom line. If you are that far off of the beaten path, you're not, because someone with that attitude, they're not going to make it that far out of America. Someone with that attitude won't make it out of their community, okay? They won't make it out of their city. They won't make it out of their neighborhood. They won't even go down the street to the fancy neighborhood in their own town, yo. So, labels you necessarily, no, you just gotta, no. What's a stereotypical American? For the most part, I don't really see that many stereotypical Americans when I'm outside of the country. It's very rarely, and when I do see one, it's like a lot of times I try to run away from them. I try to run away from them because they are like, they're pretty bad. They are pretty bad. They're pretty bad, especially when Americans go places and they're like, they want to use their American entitledness, right? 30-day money-back guarantee, purchase protection plan, what refills, that all this is American shit. Most countries like 30-day money-back guarantee. Like I think that's the stupidest thing ever. Like I have a friend, right? We talk on the phone frequently. This guy buys stuff and returns it like all the time. Like he buys stuff and returns it all the time. I talk to him on the phone, he'll be like, yo, I just bought this Canadian Goose jacket. And the first thing I asked him was like, okay, when are you gonna return it? Because like he'll literally buy stuff and return it. Like he'll go to Whole Foods and buy something like some body wash and use it and then return it and say, oh, I didn't like the smell. I just didn't like it. Or he'll like buy eggs or something and use half of the eggs and return them, And I'm just like, dude, make sure that we never go out to eat together. Make sure we never go out to eat together, because if we go out to eat together, you might eat half of the food and say, oh yeah, it was bad. I don't want to pay for it. Every person, I'll go out to eat, the food can taste like shit, and I'll still pay for it. And I'll still tell them folks, yeah, it was food. I ain't gonna tell them it was good, but I'm gonna be like, yeah, it was check. Give us a check. I wouldn't eat out with him either. You're right. Get off the beaten path. Local streets where tourists don't go away from attractions. The best cities and sites are the towns you never heard of. Okay, so for example, check this out. For example, stereotypic American. When I was in South Africa, right, and I was stranded, right, on the side of the road, and I hitchhiked with that truck, right, with the whole bunch, with the truck full of the Africans, like the 50 Africans on the back from like Gambia or some shit, right, coming down to South Africa for work. If I had been the stereotypical American, those people would have tore me apart. But those people didn't even know I was American. You know, it's all how you play yourself, yo. It's all how you act. It's all how you play yourself. It's a game. Life is a game. You gotta play the game. Just like the stock market, it's a game. Relationships, it's a game. It's a game. I ain't fucking winning, you know. But it's a game. Everything's a game, you know. Riding an electric skateboard in the street, that's a game. PS5, that's a game, yo. Ever heard of getting getting some Apple Max? I don't really have a reason to get them now. If I'm gonna be traveling, right? If I'm gonna travel like outside the country, I'll buy the Max, right? I'll buy them. But if I'm just gonna be just around here, like skateboarding, and I don't really need the Max right now. Like I just really don't. Like I got two pairs of decent headphones at home, and yeah. When I travel, I wear them again. Like I'll buy them when I travel. But like if I'm not going anywhere, I'm cool. You can't escape from Chinese. You ever fly off the skateboard down hills? I bum hills all the time. I feel like 35 miles an hour on the skateboard, like bumming hills. I wouldn't go anywhere else. And as an American, do you own any guns? I don't own any guns. No. I don't own any guns because I don't know. Guns are very strict here. If I moved back to my hometown, bet I would be having guns like crazy. If I moved back to my hometown, I'd be packing, yo. Because everybody packs back home. Like everybody does. I see you smoking bikes. Yeah, I know. Board is fast, so it goes like 25 miles an hour. You too nice. Too nice to guns. Why not drive for Uber? Uber, I don't know. Uber's tricky with the pandemic. There's not a lot of people like in the city. You should go to the range and shoot. It's fun. I have definitely been to the shooting ranges. I've been to the shooting ranges, yo. What hill bomb? So hill bomb, whenever you hear someone, like if you hear a skater say the term hill bomb, what that means is you go really fast down a hill. That's what that means. It doesn't mean that there's a bomb at the hill, no. That would be really messed up, but like there's a bomb at the bottom of no. You just go fast down a hill. I believe the low cost of rent in Memphis is worth being at nearly every day. Crime is bad, but the cost of living is worth it. So crime is bad, and the cost of living. You say crime is bad, but the cost of living is worth it. Well, the thing about Memphis that I hear a lot of people say is I hear people always talk about how cheap it is. Now, when we talk about Memphis, we have to talk about what is cheap in Memphis. There's only one thing, about two things I can tell you off the top of my head that's actually cheap in Memphis. Okay, as someone who's been all over the country, a lot of countries around the world, it's two things that's cheap in Memphis, right? The first thing is going to be very cheap in Memphis. The second thing is going to be very, very cheap in Memphis is gasoline. Okay. Now, for people to say that Memphis is cheap, right? It's cheap to live there. I greatly, greatly disagree with that. I greatly disagree with that. It would cost me more to live in Memphis than it would to live in San Francisco. And I'm not really going to get into that in this video. I'm really not gonna get into that in this video because it's really gonna have a lot of people scratching your heads. But like I'm telling y'all right now, I think it's cheaper. And then not only is it costing me less money to live in San Francisco, I can make way more money here in San Francisco versus Memphis, right? That's what I figured out. Now, yeah, it is more expensive here than it is in Memphis. I'm gonna say this one more time. More expensive here in San Francisco than it is in Memphis, but it costs me cheaper to stay here than it would than if I would stay in Memphis. I don't know if that makes any sense, but you know, everything's not so cheap in Memphis, yo. Everything's not so cheap in Memphis. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'll give you the breakdown right now. So when I go to Memphis, this one thing that just really had me scratching my head. I was talking to a homie out here in the city. One of my friends is from the city, and we both made the same conclusion, right? So like, because my homie that lives in the city, he has family that live out in Sacramento. Sacramento and Memphis, they're not the same, but like you can almost put them in the same category, you know, undesirable places to live, you know. Okay, anyway. So basically what he was saying, he was like, he would go out and visit family, right, in Sacramento. And he would be like, yo, he couldn't put two and two together how like everybody's got a job. Okay, everybody's got a job. Nobody's unemployed. You have 4 or 5 people living in one house, okay? Everybody's got a car, all right? But then everybody is like, let me get $20. Let me get $20. Let me get $5. Let me get $5. Let me get $20, right? And it just makes you wonder, right? You got this big house, you got car, you got kids, you know, all these folks living at your house. Y'all got all these cars in the driveway, and the only thing you need is $20, right? That's the only thing you need is $20. My internet just died. What's up? Let me do something real fast. I don't even know what I was saying. Did I lose y'all on the stream? Let me hold $20. Isn't he describing normal life except let me hold on money. Slide me a 20, nephew. I mean, you know what I'm saying, bro? It's like you only need $20? Like, damn, for real? You know, because out here, it's like, man, if you need $20, you kind of broke down, you know what I mean? If you need $20, that means that like, you ain't got nothing. You know what I mean? It's a difference, right? I don't know. Am I making any sense with the $20 analogy here? Jermaine, you have the absolute best San Francisco vlogs. Really? I just sit around and talk shit all day. Y'all like this? Really, I just skateboard and like smoke weed all day, and like people say my videos are awesome. That's great. That's amazing. That's amazing, yo. $20. A guy asked me for a quarter today. But dude, homeless people be asking for $20 around here. Like there's a homeless dude outside of Target. I heard this dude ask this woman for $20 today. Like today. And I'm telling y'all, homeless folks be for real about these $20, you dude. I don't really mean it as a bad thing when homeless folks say it. It kind of tripped me out. I'm like, you like just straight to your point. Like you need $20, so you gonna ask for $20. Like, all right. Bet Jay can't remember the last time he gave money to a bum. I ain't gave money to homeless people in a minute. Probably the last time the bike got stolen. After the bike got stolen, the first time I was like, look, I ain't giving no more money to homeless folks, yo. No, I ain't giving no more money to them. They can go in Target and steal that shit if they want some money. I ain't giving it to them. But they can go CVS and go take whatever, yo. They gonna do it anyway. In Chicago, they ask for 10s, 5s. Bro, they ask for that. They ask for 5s out here in 10s. But every now and then, you will get somebody to just straight up ask you, man, let me get $20. And it's like, what? I believe the last time a homeless person asked me for $20, like I was driving, like I was in the car, right? and I had stopped like somewhere to like pulled over on the side of the road, stopped on the phone. Homeless dude walked up, knocked on my window. Man, I looked at him like, what the fuck you want? And I rolled the window down. I'm looking at him like this, like mugging him, like. And he said, I had $20. Man, I rolled the window back up. I said, man, I better ride off right here because he might get mad and throw something at the car, you know. He might as well shoot. I mean, you might as well shoot hard, but you gotta think. You know why people ask for $20 around here? I'm gonna be honest. You know why people ask for $20 around here in the city? It's common sense. It's common sense. People ask for $20 because if you ask for $20, someone will actually give you $20. Like real talk. Like right now, it sounds like I'm joking. It sounds like I'm being sarcastic. But like if you ask somebody for $20, eventually somebody gonna give you $20. Cause I remember once this Asian lady asked me for $10. I gave her $10. I had $10 in my hand. Like, well, I had a stack of money in my hand. She said, give me some money. I gave her $10, right? Because I had $10. Like, that's what she wanted. She didn't say $1. I had $1 in my hand. I could have gave her $1, but that's not what she said. She said 10. And I gave her 10, you know? And I didn't even think about it, you know? I was like, fuck it. Like, shit, she needs something. Day one meth. I think what it is don't ask to hurt. I mean, you never know. You never know. You never know. Do you invest all my money? Jermaine balling with the Tesla stock. Not really. Not really. Oh, it's pretty much. I don't have any money. Oops. What do you think of Ripple? Ripple was a hot one back in the day. I don't know about now. Will you ever sell Tesla stock? Maybe I will sell Tesla stock when SpaceX becomes public. And all the Tesla stock I sell, I will invest in SpaceX or Starlink. But no plans on selling Tesla anytime soon. What happened to my email? I super chatted the hell out of you when I caught your live. Cypress Cherry. Oh, were you that dude that like donated like $300 in the live stream because you were like obsessed with me? I think it is Cypress Cherry. Did you like steal someone's credit card and like just start just freaking donating money? Yeah, it's a nice view of the city behind me. I don't want to show y'all too much of it. Yeah, I come up here and like hang out and like hide out from everybody. And I'm not in Salesforce Tower because Salesforce Tower don't have no windows that open like this. This is an old ass building I'm in. You can tell by the window, yo. I miss living in this. So many people miss living in the city. People are obsessed with you, Jermaine. People are obsessed. A little bit. Man, do you guys know how many people that be stopping me on the street now? It's like all the time now, yo. Well, because lately I've been out like a lot. Like I've been out a lot. How you get up there? I use an elevator. How you get up? I press the button. 2, 3. Do you like Jesus? Jesus is cool, yo. I mean, I'm not religious, but I'm also like not like oh, I don't believe in God. Like, no, I don't say shit like that, you know? Oh. No, I drive trucks and have no bills. It was like 200, not obsessed. But that story turned me on. Oh, what story? Was it the story about the married couple in Australia or something? Did you get another bike battery? Marty, um, Marty, did not get another bike battery. And you know what? I don't think, like, I kind of want to buy another one just because, like, with a battery, the bike works great, right? I kind of want to buy another one. But then at the same time, I don't want to buy another one. I almost just want to just get a whole different bike. You know, just because like, I've had a lot of. I haven't told you guys all the problems that's happening with the bike, but like, I've had a lot of problems with the bike. It's not, and when I say I've had a lot of problems with the bike, it's not the bike's fault. Like, it's not that it's a bad bike. That's not why I'm having problems with the bike. It's a great bike. The bike is amazing. It's a great bike. The thing that sucks about the bike is the key. Like, the key uses the key uses the same key as so many other locks. This is the thing that I don't like about the bike, but the bike is amazing. I've just had a lot of bad luck with the bike. Personally, I've had bad luck. I mean, I've hit multiple cars with the bike. Cars have hit me with the bike. Like, I've crashed on the bike multiple times in just 1 year. Like, I've had that bike since Black Friday of last year, and it's been so many problems. Like, I put 6,000 miles on that bike in 1 year, and I've crashed that bike like at least 5 times. I've crashed more on the bike in 1 year than I did the skateboard in like 5 years. Now, how the fuck how is that even possible? Like, how is that even possible? Like, I thought a bike was safer than a skateboard. No, like, freaking the bike is much more dangerous than the skateboard. Much more dangerous than the skateboard. How much money you put into the Rat Power bike now? So the only money I really put into was I bought the fenders were extra. I bought the basket, the front basket. Okay, the fenders were like 80. The front basket was like 40. The front basket rack was like 50. The back rack that I took off, that's in my closet back home, that was like 40. And then the second battery, because they stole the first one and then they stole the second one. The second battery cost me like $650, and then all the flats. So I probably had about 10 flats in 1 year. So all those flats will be another like 40, $50. But then the tires, I had to buy some new tires. And 1 year, you know how many tires I put on that bike in 1 year? I repaired the back tire 3 times in 1 year. The front tire, I haven't even repaired it yet. It's the same front tire that's been on the bike since I opened it from the box. The bike's great. It's a great bike, but I just had a lot of bad luck with the bike, like, bottom line. I'm probably going to get a VanMoof. A VanMoof, honestly, it's a shitty bike for deliveries. It's a really shitty bike for deliveries. Like, I'm just going to keep it real. Like, it's not the best bike for deliveries. I'm going to buy a VanMoof and use it for deliveries because I want to sort of what's really going on in the whole EV space now is people are starting their own groups, right? So it used to be that big group on the weekends, right? Well, there's a lot of groups starting off of that group, and it's based off of bikes. So if you have a Chiron, there's a group for Chiron bike riders. If you have an Oxen, there's a group for those. If you have a one wheel, there's a group for those. So basically, I want to get a VanMoof, and I want to hang out with people that have VanMoofs. You know, like, I like the branding from VanMoof. Like, I think it's dope. You know, the bikes they're not too expensive. They're like $2,000. They're very fashionable. They're very stylish. It's a European bike. It's from the Netherlands. You know, like I say, it's very slow. I think the top speed is like 20 miles an hour. It has there's no metal chains. There's like a rubber chain. So, like, that's dope. You know, you could put 10,000 miles on the chain. versus a metal chain. You can only put about 1,000 miles on a metal chain before you have to repair it. It has like oil brakes and the cable brakes. It's like, you know. That moves are dope. It would definitely suck not to have the larger basket, but also my bike is a target. That's what I have to look at. It's a target. Maybe they wouldn't want to bother the VanMoof as much because the VanMoof has more security features, you know. So that's kind of how I deal with it. And then people just say, "Why don't you just get bike insurance?" Uh, Nobody's gonna sell me bike insurance, yo. I don't even want to buy bike insurance. You steal my bike, I can buy another one, you know? Like, bike insurance, it doesn't work for me. It works for someone who doesn't get bikes stolen every 3 months, every freaking 6 months. But me, bet as soon as I get that VanMoof, it won't even be 6 months before it gets stolen, yo. I'm telling you. Like, it won't be 6 months. Like, that shit's gonna get jacked, yo. Everything gets jacked around here. They come with really good locks. So I like that the VanMoof come with that lock that like locks the wheel, right? Which is not, you know, it's good. You know, homeless people from stealing a bike because homeless people typically steal bikes and roll them away. You know, so you kind of can't roll it away if there's a pin locking the wheel. Everyone who gets on a plane in 2020 will have to take the vaccine. I don't mind taking the vaccine. I know so many people are like against it, but you know what? Whenever I see a lot of people against something, it actually makes me think different about it. You know, I saw so many people were against that guy, right? I actually thought, well, shit, if so many people are against this one guy, like, let's actually do some research and let's find out something good about this guy that paid so much, right? That's just kind of how I am. When I see so many people talking about, oh, the vaccination, don't take the vaccination, don't take the vaccination. Also, listen to who is saying don't take the vaccination. Just listen to the people that are saying, are they rich? Are they old? Are they young? Are they white? Are they Latino? Like, listen to the people that are saying don't take the vaccination, yo. Right? I'm not saying that the people are bad. I'm not pointing the fingers at anybody because if you look at the people that are saying don't take the vaccination, it's going to be people of all walks of life. But just look at the people saying don't take the vaccination. Just look at them. Yeah, just look at them. You know, because everybody's a doctor. Everybody knows everything that's in that vaccination. Everybody's a doctor. Everybody knows. They know everybody. All these people that are saying don't take the vaccination, the reason why they're telling you don't take it because they know every single ingredient in that vaccination. That's why they're telling you. I'm bullshit. Like, come on, I'm being sarcastic here, but for real, before you say it's horrible, just look at the people saying don't take it. Like, I'm not telling you to take it. What I'm trying to say is I'm trying to get people to think critically. I'm not saying take it or not take it. I said I would take it. I would. Me, I would. I would take it. I would. I would take that shit. I would. I would video it. I would put it on freaking YouTube. Like, I would. You know? If people were not so against it, I probably wouldn't even bring it up. But when I see so many people against it, you know, I'm just like, yeah, I'll be down to take that shit. He needs to do some research. Yeah, maybe I should do some research. But once again, they're not giving me the vaccination first. They're going to give it to people who are high at risk. And a lot of people that are saying that they won't take the vaccination, guess what? You're probably not at high risk. Vaccinations are not vegan. I understand that they're not vegan, but I don't think bone graft is vegan either. And you get that when you go to the dentist. There's a lot of things that aren't vegan once you get outside of the food realm of things. There's a lot of things that aren't vegan. If I'm not mistaken, I don't know if this is true, but someone told me that aluminum foil was not vegan. like aluminum foil that you buy from the grocery store. I don't know if this is true or not, but someone says it's completely not vegan. And I was like, what the fuck? Like they make animals with the aluminum foil. It's something I haven't researched because I don't really care. Like Gucci is not fucking vegan, but I fucking wear Gucci, right? I didn't go vegan for the animals, dude. I went vegan for me. You know, it's a difference when you have people that go vegan for the animals. I didn't go vegan for the animals. Like I think people animals in the house. You know what I mean? That's kind of how I do it. But I didn't go vegan for the animals, yo. But at the same time, I have a life. Aluminum foil, Jay. I don't know how aluminum foil is not vegan because it eat aluminum foil. Toxic. Oh. Oh. I get where you're going. It is toxic. I do care about the animals, but that's not why I went vegan. That's not why I went vegan at all. And then it's funny, like I care about the animals and like in a very different way. Like I care about the animals. I don't think you should lock animals up like zoos. I don't think you should I don't think they should be locked up in zoos. I don't think people should have animals locked up in apartments in the city. Now it's one thing if you got a house. It's one thing if you got a yard. That's different. A dog or a cat in a 1,000 square foot apartment versus like a 1,000 square foot house with a backyard. I mean, at least the dog can go outside. I think it's so messed up that people leave their dog outside, that they leave their dog at home, and the dog has to go to the bathroom, and the dog old for 2-3 hours to go to the bathroom, right? Until the owner gets home. That's torture, yo. That's torture. I think it's messed up when like you have a dog, right? And the dog is like walking around, and the owner comes up and picks up the dog, right? And and kissing the dog like, no, I don't think that's cool. I don't think that's cool at all. That animal doesn't want to be kissed like that, you know? I kind of look at animals like slavery, you know? I was never a slave, but I kind of look at animals like slavery. Like, would people like that if other people did that to them, you know? Would people like that? They wouldn't like that shit. They would not like that. No, they would not like that. Like, you know, you picking up that dog and like kissing the dog, and like dog doesn't like that. Dog wants to be freaking outside. The dog wants to run around. Dog wants to get wet in the rain. That's natural. That's natural. But no, dogs don't even get that. They just get to be locked inside of a nice house, and they get some food from a bag, you know, a can, you know. Oh no. Vegans will have a greater effect from COVID. We need meat for our immune system. You can get all of these things from plant-based substance here. Especially B12. A lot of people say B12 you can only get from animal products. You can get B12 from nutritional yeast. Well, I definitely don't want to eat nutritional yeast every day, but you can get B12 from a lot of stuff. You can get B12 from a lot of stuff. You can get B12 nutritional yeast. You can get B12 from mints. You can get B12 from I think it's what's the stuff that floats on the river? No, that floats on the beach. It comes up from the bottom of the ocean and it floats up on the beach. Algae. I think you can get it from seaweed. Yeah, seaweed. Poop. Seaweed. Me and my grandbabies once come over to Oakland. Up about your bike, let me know. Oh, you guys want to come to Oakland? Me and my grandbabies want to come over and Oakland up about your bike. Come over and Oakland up about your bike, let me know. What do you mean you want to buy my bike? You want to open up about it? Am I reading this right? Me and my grandbabies want to come over and Oakland up about your bike. Oakland up Open up my bike? You want to open it up? I'm trying to figure this out. I ate organic seaweed. I seen Jermaine. Jermaine, I seen that barbecue rib spot the other day. Vegan joint. So Al may be going back to Ethiopia, right? Looking for a wife. Go buy the new Apple AirPods Pro. If I was traveling, I would buy them. I would, but he's ignoring my super chats. Did I miss your super chat, yo? Like, I'm in the zone right now. Like, that's what I'm doing. Let me go ahead. Do you support Nancy Pelosi and Maxine cameras? Your state looks like Oklahoma City from SCM drive trucks. California is going through the shits right now, yo. The only reason I'm not tripping, the only reason I'm still holding my head up is because I'm still making money. I mean, it's really the bottom line. Like, I'm still making money. Like, that's the only reason why I'm still here. Like, if I wasn't like, I mean, if I wasn't making money, I'd be like other people. Just hanging on for now. That might change tomorrow. Oakland up means rumble. Oakland up means rumble. So, I believe California wouldn't be red for that cheating. I don't think California would be red. Where are you? I'm in San Francisco. LA County. I've just wait till now. A vegan diet, perfect blood test every year. Depends how you eat. Depends on how you eat. Depends on how you eat. Depends on your lifestyle. Because I've noticed that if you have more time to cook and more time to prepare food, so much easier to be balanced. But if you're rushing and running and you just have to eat what's available. Oh my gosh, that can be pretty bad. That can be pretty bad. You wait until 9:00 at night and you want to eat something and everything's closed and now you're just at home making something that maybe you could have made something, but you know what I mean. You definitely have to watch yourself. I don't know why your lives are so much fun. I don't get it. It's like my favorite TV show, and I don't know. I don't do TV. It's dope that you guys don't watch it. No kissing dogs here. Well, the dogs I see people mainly doing that to are small dogs. It's not big dogs, it's small dogs. A dog that you can carry. You know what I mean? Because a big dog, you ain't going to be doing that. Just tuned in. You just tuned in. We doing it up in here. We just chilling in the live stream. We just chilling in the live stream. Yo. Big dog needs kisses too. All right. You're making me yawn. I know I'm yawning. Like, I'm tired. I've been running around like a chicken with my head cut off all day. I think I rode like 50. I skateboarded like 50 miles today. But yesterday, I skateboarded like 70 miles, yo. 70 miles, dude. You know how much that would have cost in gas? That would have been like, what, like $20 or something? I was so freaking exhausted, yo. I was so freaking exhausted. I can't wait. I gotta get the fuck out of this city, dude. Cause non-stop. Non-stop. I only getting some money speaking English. you know? And then, I think to myself, I'm thinking, oh, I can just go to New York, right? But then I think New York ain't gonna be like, so like, you really escape pandemic, right? Nature. Like, go to town, go hiking, go. That's the only way to really escape it. Sorry, guys. Leave one another Bangkok. Bangkok would be right down my alley right now. I would have to do the 14-day quarantine, but I think Thailand is giving longer visas. Like you can stay in Thailand a little bit longer. Thanks for being so great. Oh, thanks. Nice view from your window. I would love to show you guys this view, but I don't exactly want to show the view. I wish I could show you guys the street, because the street is really quiet right now. It's very quiet. Yeah, so I don't, I just look out this window all night. I love the fact that it opens so wide because gosh, I love the fact it opens so wide because there's another room I looked at. It only opened like this much, and then this one opens so much like I could fall out this shit, man. That's the way you want to be. You want your window to be really big. FUV stock. So the thing with FUV is I'm just not going to, like, I'm not gonna sell it, but I'm also Marty. I'm not gonna sell it, but I'm also I can't exactly like I don't exactly want to buy more because it's kind of the same reason I don't want to sell because I don't know. Like I don't know, Marty. You bought FUV months ago. I know you bought it months ago. You bought it when it was like $2 a share, if I'm mistaken, right? Because if you bought it when it was like $2 or $3 a share, well, you're probably just happy because it's up so much. But if you bought it at that price, I mean, do you still want to buy it now? I mean, it still has a lot of potential, though. It still has a lot of potential. But when I just look at, it's just like Tesla, yo. Like, I really don't want to buy Tesla because, like, look how much it's went up, you know? But then at the same time, I still see a lot of potential in Tesla. So I guess it's kind of still a good price. Like, it. That's kind of how I am with FVY. I can see the top of the faraway building. Love this view. But the place I'm living, this is not the place. This is not my room. Like I'm on a different floor. Of course, y'all know I live on the first floor. But there's a new place that I'm looking at moving to. This new place would actually have a pretty damn good view. Would have. I don't have any screens on my window. I wish I had screens though. You wish you had screens? There is no screen on this window. Is porn a good stock to invest in? My neighbor has so much invested in porn. I don't know how you would. I think a lot of. I don't exactly know. Like I don't know of a porn stock. Porn companies they may be just privately owned because when you're public, you have to disclose more information. So on the stock exchange, you'd have to disclose more information about your business versus if you're a private business like Trader Joe's or Chick-fil-A. The example, Chick-fil-A and Trader Joe's, these are two private companies that I can just name off the top of my head that they don't disclose any of their financial data because they don't have to. because they're privately owned. And with any company that's publicly owned on the stock market, they have to disclose things. But if you're public, you don't have to say shit. You just let people speculate. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe a lot of porn is privately owned, meaning that they don't have to like say what they're doing. Not like a public company would do. And then I think a lot of the porn industry is like underground too. So it's not like, big companies that are doing it. Yo, I'm having fun hanging out with y'all. How long is this stream gonna be? I can't be going all night, but I want to do. So stocks. Have you guys been checking out? Okay, cannabis stocks you like? Cannabis stocks I like. I like the very. I like Planet 13. That's who I really like a lot. I like Planet 13. Planet 13 is pretty popping right now. It's looking pretty good. I'm up a lot now. My Charles Schwab account is freaking. It's thumping now, yo. So I think I only put like. I'm up 114% on this account. I may not even add any more money to this one. So only thing I got in here is I got 1,000 shares of of Planet 13, and I got 1,000 shares of the very good food company. But I'm really up on very good food company. So right now, good food company. My average price on 1,000 shares is 252. And of course, like food company is trading at $7.18 right now, and then Planet 13 Holdings is Planet 13 Holdings is so in this one, Planet 13 Holdings is trading at $5 and 80 no $5.68, and my average price on this one is $3.42. So like I'm up massively on both of these. Like I don't do no, so neither one of these trade on Robinhood. No, neither one of these trade on Robinhood. That's why I said in my Schwab account. Because if I could have these on Robinhood, like I would just have them on Robinhood. But have a really night. Are you out, Marty? Yes, I'm done with one left. What's the ticker symbol for very good food? So the ticker symbol for very good food company is. I gotta look at it because I don't use it all the time. Why am I not just answering this question easily? Okay, it's gonna be VE. It's very. That's what it is. Yeah, it's very. I don't really. I don't really type it in because it's not available on a lot of brokers. So now the problem I see with very good food company is they've been slammed, yo. They have been slammed. Like you go like I don't know about now if you go to their website, but tell us. So I'm you said the new place. This is Marty. The new place is like I like it, but it's really noisy, and I'm over it. That's all. There's always homeless people like. There's always homeless people like sleeping outside or digging in the garbage can or That's just that whole neighborhood's like that though. Like the homeless people outside, that doesn't bother me at all. It doesn't trip. I don't trip off that. It is a little sketchy when I see like someone sitting outside like my window and I'm walking in with my skateboard and then I come back out and they're still there, you know? That's a little weird, you know, but you know, just don't catch me around. Is bought up vertical city. Really? No, so DoorDash, I'm staying away from DoorDash. Yeah, I'm staying away from DoorDash, guys. Because they didn't even make money in the pandemic. How you gonna be a food delivery company and you're not making money in the pandemic? Like, nah. If you're not making money in the pandemic, like, really? Like, no, they didn't. DoorDash didn't make money in the pandemic, yo. I'm digging the new garbage can. Are you digging a new garbage can? Yeah. It's only one day a week. It's not every night. If it was every night, I'd go crazy. I would go crazy, man. I still haven't ate a cookie yet, guys. I feel like super self-conscious because, you know, like when you, like, I don't know. I feel super self-conscious right now. DoorDash is the bottom of the barrel. Man, I wouldn't even say it's the bottom of the barrel. I wouldn't give them that much credit. I mean, they ain't even in the barrel. I'm sorry to say. They're not in the barrel. Like, they're under the barrel. They're the water. They're the condensation under the barrel. Like, I'm sorry. I don't mean to say it like that. That was pretty harsh. But I'm for real. Like, I wouldn't. I don't. They're not innovating, yo. Like, what are they doing that's innovative? Like, Uber is eating their lunch. Uber's got. They're gonna have robots before them. Uber's got money to burn. People have known Uber's in way more markets than them. Like, I don't know. Maybe the best thing that can happen to DoorDash is the stock price fall to about $10, and Uber acquires them. That's the best thing that happen to them. Like, no, I'm not hating on DoorDash. The reason why I'm saying that, like, I don't think DoorDash is a good one is because they burned through so much money, and then look at the situation in California. Okay, just look at the situation in California. Drivers want to be employees. DoorDash is right in the middle of that. Germ hella mean. I know, but for real, DoorDash is caught up right in the middle of state going against these companies and also the employees going against these companies. And it just makes it that's a very sticky situation. That's a very sticky situation, yo. Like it is. Like just wait till drone delivery. So drone delivery will do good, but it won't do great in San Francisco. I mean, maybe it'll do good out in the avenues, but like I don't think they can do drone delivery like downtown. But they could just do deliveries where like the robot just takes the sidewalks, you know. But I think drone delivery is gonna be amazing, and Amazon may benefit a lot from that too. Amazon may greatly benefit from that. Yeah, Amazon may for real benefit from that. Uber will buy everything, just like stupid control freak Google. Google haven't bought everything. FUV left. No FUV. Oh, you sold all your FUV? But the thing with FUV, this is my thoughts what's going to happen with FUV. I could be totally wrong. But I think FUV is going to get acquired. I think someone's going to lock them up. Either another car company is going to buy them for their data and for their tech, or some other company will buy them. I don't think that they're going to be around too much longer by themselves. I think someone's going to acquire them, and it wouldn't even surprise me if a Chinese company acquired them, because it wouldn't surprise me if a Chinese company acquired them, and that actually might be good if like Nanbot acquired them. And you may not like it, like me saying this, but just think about this. Think about if Nanbot acquired them, how much cheaper and how much faster they can make those. They can make them cheaper, and they could come out way faster. You know. But non-bot, they let me take that back. That wouldn't be the best move for non-bot, because these are way bigger than what non-bot bills. It would have to be a auto manufacturer that would cop them up, you know. But it wouldn't cost much for anyone. If it wouldn't cost much for auto manufacturer to buy them, not Tesla, because I think Tesla's gonna make their own sort of a vehicle at one of their other design centers at one of their other centers outside of the world, outside of America, because they have design centers in China, and also they have a design center in Germany. And my guess is the next gigafactory will be either in the UK. It actually probably won't be the UK. It'll probably be India or Indonesia, and of course they're gonna have a design factory there, a design center there. And with these design centers in different markets, it's gonna be different. Different markets are going to be designing different vehicles for those particular markets. For example, something like that could work great in India. Maybe not so much in the West, because we're used to cars, stuff like that. And then, like India, that can work. How about the Airbnb IPO? So the thing about the Airbnb IPO, I'm gonna wait this one out, because it's gonna pop. I'm telling you now, it's gonna pop. And it may pop before you have the chance to buy the shares. So I'm not even gonna focus on Airbnb. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just continue buying Beyond. I've just been going crazy on Beyond. I want to get like at least 300 shares of Beyond right now. So I'm working on just buying shares of Beyond like crazy. Like, yeah. So I'm gonna miss out on the Airbnb IPO, because like I said, I think it's gonna pop, and the price is gonna be very, very high on the first day. And I think over time, you know, the traders are gonna move out, because first day, I believe a lot of traders are gonna be in, a lot of Robinhood people are gonna be in, trying to, buy some stock and wait till it goes up and then sell it, make some quick cash. I think a lot of people are gonna be in it for the wrong reason. And then after Jermaine used SpaceX rocket lately. One exploded on landing today. It exploded on landing or takeoff? Because if it exploded on landing, that's not as bad as takeoff. Maybe is that why Tesla stock? Is that why Tesla stock went down today? Oh, landing. Okay, so at least the satellites didn't get messed up. Oh wow, I have to check that out. Man, this company has got so many things going on, guys. They got so many things going on. Like, I don't think a lot of people realize like how okay, companies do things, right? Companies do things. They invent drugs, right? They invent to cure people. Amazing. This is great tech to invent drugs to cure people. Companies do things. They build things, right? Great. We have buildings. We have things to look at. We look at them all the time. This is what our cities look like, right? But bro, when you talking about going into space, you for real, you're talking out of this world. Like, you are talking out of this world, yo. And that's what Xpeng Chinese car company got caught stealing Tesla's information for self-driving. That was a spy working for Tesla that stole the info. There's so many spies working for Tesla, yo. So many Chinese spies working for Tesla right now, I'm telling y'all. It's so many spies working for every American company. Every American company, yo. There's somebody out leaking secrets to the Chinese, because the Chinese is giving them like $3-4 million in cash, giving them all 20s. you know. So yeah, it only had 2 engines at landing. Oh yeah. I wanted to go to space to get away from. Jimmy will last till 12 a.m. No, I don't think I'm gonna last till that long. I think I'm gonna like end the stream pretty soon. Still haven't had a cookie. I am sleepy. I've been working like crazy. Okay, I don't have that much Bitcoin. Mm-mm. I don't. I think I have like $300 in Bitcoin. Where the ladies at? Mm, I'm super single. I'm super single, and I'm chill with that. Especially living in this shithole city. I don't really want to. I don't really want to partner around here. I'm gonna have to be worrying about them all the time. At least if it's just me, the only thing I gotta worry about is my freaking bike getting jacked off. Stay single and ready to mingle. Mm-mm. How you gonna use Bitcoin? There's apps you can use Bitcoin with. You can just send Bitcoin. You gotta use like Coinbase. You can send Bitcoin just like you would send money with Venmo to get out of the U.S. to find a woman. You know, I don't just really want to say that because when I say that, if a woman from the U.S. hears that, they're gonna be like, "Well, damn, like, are you trying to say the women are bad around here?" You know, so I don't really want to just say that, but like, I understand where you're coming from. You know, I totally understand where you're coming from when you say that. Yeah, that's one thing I do good. I do not do good when it comes to dating around here, yo. But I don't think a lot of people do either. I don't know what's that either. Venmo, what? The right person can be anywhere, there or here. Yeah, you're right. You just gotta be there and find them. It's just too much drama here in the U.S. There's a lot of things too. I think with the internet has ruined relationships too, because the internet constantly tells you that you can have something better. The internet is constantly showing you that you can have something better. The internet is constantly telling you that. You know, you date this girl, right? And you like her. You date this woman, you love her. But then you go on Instagram, you always gonna see some bad looking women on Instagram. You always gonna see some bad looking women on Instagram, yo. All the time. You know. Relationships cost money, and I ain't gonna waste money on relationships do cost money, yo. Germ, take your money and run. I want to take my money and run. What do you mean, take my money and run? Ooh, I'm about to get some money from this caviar payout pretty soon. That's coming like in like a week or so. They said at the end of December we're gonna get some money. It's gonna be a nice lick too, yo. Like, dude, if it that's I'm gonna tell y'all something. That's the real reason. That's the real reason why I don't want us on a lease. That's the real reason why I don't want us on a lease because if I get the money and this COVID shit is a little bit more chilled out, man, by February I'm gonna be gone, right? Y'all gonna be like, what happened to Jermaine? No, he like left. Cause I'll have the money from caviar and I'll be real straight there. And then I'll have the freaking money in the stock market. And then I'll still have the YouTube money. I'll be rolling about this bitch. Like for real. Why choose San Francisco? It's expensive. Well, there's so many opportunities here, though. So many opportunities here, yo. I mean, if a place ain't expensive, I don't want to. I don't want to work there. You know, because it's not gonna be as many opportunities, yo. I mean, you take a place like Memphis. Memphis is very cheap, but check this out. It's not a lot of opportunities there, so you get what you pay for. You know what I mean? You get what you pay for. So like, yeah, you can have cheap rent, but guess what? What you gonna do for work? You know? And also when you go outside, there's people shooting and shit. You know? So like, yeah, you got cheap rent, but like it's people shoot. But it's people shooting out here too, just as much. But like, you know, I take it like, you know, Memphis they're gonna be shooting. Out here they're gonna be shooting. Well, shit, I can make more money over here. So like, I mean, there I'm gonna be dodging bullets. Like here I'm gonna be dodging bullets too. So like, I mean, I would rather be dodging bullets with more money in my pocket out here than versus over there dodging bullets and you still broke as fuck. You know, like I don't know. That's kind of how I see it. You gotta just weigh out your options sometimes. Time to roll. All the techies still go to office to work? No, no. Like no. Like it's dead now, yo. They moved out. Everybody keeps talking about this Airbnb IPO, yo. Airbnb IPO. I'm staying away from that though. I mean, it can be good, but I just think Airbnb is gonna do this. It's gonna go up. It's gonna go up, and then over time it'll come down, and then it'll go back up. That's what I think is gonna happen. I mean, I could be wrong. Yeah, you late, Alex Escobar. Good stock to jump on right now. I've been going crazy on Beyond. Yeah, I've been going crazy on Beyond. I think I'm down today a lot. What are you eating? I'm eating some of these joints. Non-American tastes better. What payout are you getting from? What do you mean? Will you eat Pizza Hut now that it has Beyond on the menu? You just gotta say like no cheese, and I don't know if there's any other ingredients that would make it not vegan. But I wouldn't mind going to Pizza Hut. I hear that Pizza Hut in the UK has vegan cheese. You know, caviar. I'm missing out on a settlement, Joe. So this was a caviar settlement. It was from California. Beyond Meat is garbage for you. It's garbage. It's not good for you. So check this out. I hear people say that Beyond Meat is not good for you. But you know what Beyond Meat is better? It's actually better than an actual beef burger. Because beef burger has all that saturated fat, and Beyond Meat does not have any saturated fat. Yo, thanks for the super chat. Beyond Meat doesn't have all the saturated fat, yo. And also with Beyond Meat, you don't have to worry about getting a mad cow disease. you know? So when you say Beyond Meat is unhealthy, are you comparing it to, you know, fruits and vegetables in salads? Yeah, because if you're comparing Beyond Meat to fruits, vegetables, beans, and rice, yeah, it's very unhealthy. But if you're comparing Beyond Meat to an actual beef burger, yeah, it's not so bad. It's really not so bad. It's really not so bad. Mm-mm. It's not so bad, yo. Beyond Meat stock is going to 500 soon. Mm-hmm. I think so. I mean, if you want to eat healthy, you wouldn't be eating a burger in the first place. Think about that. Think about that for a second. So whenever someone say that Beyond Meat is just so unhealthy, if you were so damn healthy, you would not be eating a burger. You would be somewhere eating a salad with no cheese, with some nuts and some, you know what I mean? You know them healthy folks be eating. They just be eating real safe. You know what I mean? It's good. You know what I mean? Expensive shit. Meat is good for you. Meat is good in moderation. Do people call you homeless? I don't even care anymore. I just laugh at them. Be like, yep, I'm homeless. Yep, yep, I'm homeless. Yep. If it gets you off, call me homeless because you know what? I want to get you off. So if it gets you off, please call me homeless. Like, call me homeless. Meat is gross. Plant based is cheaper than real meat now. Is it really? I don't think it's got there yet. Was that why the security guard thought you were stealing? The security guard thought I was stealing for something else. The security guard was profiling, yo. And it wasn't the security guard that was on camera. It wasn't that security guard. It was another security guard that did it. That security guard that caused that whole shenanigans wasn't even on camera. He was like this young black dude that was like my age. He caused this whole thing. It was like some young black kid that did it. Was like, yeah, he just like when I was walking up, he looked up and when he saw me, he was just like, you know? And that's why I pulled out the camera and that's why I made a scene because he straight profiled me, you know? But I'm not tripping. I'm not tripping. Every time I go to, I'm freaking famous every time I go to a couple different Safeways in the city. But I mean, I'm not tripping about. I don't care if people think I'm homeless. Like, I don't really care. You know, cause check this out. They can think I'm homeless, and then after a while, I'm gonna disappear on their ass and show back up and be like, "Peekaboo, motherfucker." You still here doing the same thing. Yo, I ain't been around the world. I did this. I did that. I did this. I did that. I did this. I did that. And you think I'm homeless and you still doing the same thing. You still got that same uniform. You still working for them same folks. You still working for them same. You ain't did nothing. And you think I'm homeless. Okay, yeah, I'm homeless. Peekaboo. Show up on them, smiling. I'm going to dip back out. Peace out, yo. I'm gonna show y'all. Man, y'all think people, man, I'm telling y'all right now. I'm gonna tell y'all why 2020 been the best year of my life. I learned how to turn my pain into champagne. And I'm telling you, when you learn how to turn your pain into champagne, yo, ain't nobody gonna stop you. Nobody gonna stop you, yo. Nobody gonna stop you. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Show up in your Gucci shoes, Jay. You gotta tell them, yo. Mm-hmm. The mayor dropped dead in Safeway. What mayor dropped dead in Safeway? Beyond Meat is bad. It has chemicals that'll kill you slow. So you don't think that the beef that you buy in the grocery store don't have chemicals? Okay, so do you realize, like, when you go to the grocery store and you're in the meat section, do you realize they added the pink color to the meat so that you would buy it? Yeah, they like added the color to the fucking meat so you would buy it, yo. Because it would go bad because it would sit in there for how many days? Y'all better be careful. Oh, Mayor Ed Lee, he died at Safeway. Oh my gosh. And not only do they add color to the meat, before they kill the animal, like they pump hormones into the animal, like they pump chemicals into the animal, like when the animal's alive. So it goes throughout the whole body and it goes into the meat, and the meat is what you're putting into your body. Mayor Ailey, you haven't been at SF very long. So I have been at SF long. I remember when he was mayor, but I just didn't remember where he died. Like I didn't know he died up in a Safeway. I thought maybe the man died up at his house or in a hospital. I didn't think he died in the damn grocery store. Shit, was he? I mean, what the fuck was he doing? Looking for some eggs or something? Like I didn't know he died in the grocery store. Gosh, my bad. I knew he died though, and then I knew it was sudden. But I think when, yeah, I don't know. Your meat is whack. Do you ever eat top ramen? Top ramen. I used to eat top ramen back in the day, but I don't eat top ramen anymore because of top ramen. I think they have egg in it. So I don't mess around with top ramen. Well, I think it says that this item was processed in a factory, so maybe it doesn't have egg in it, but. They don't do that to every animal. Yeah, but why would I want to eat an animal that says no hormones? Like, I'm still eating an animal. Mayor Ed Lee was in the middle of grabbing an energy drink. He's in the middle of grabbing an energy drink, but there was nothing Jermaine didn't refill. That's so fucking funny. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry that I knew someone was gonna say, damn, Jermaine's missing a tooth, but like it's almost healed. Like I got an implant like 2 months ago. At the end of this month, I go back to the dentist and they like fix it. But I knew like because I'm like sitting here like talking and like every now and then I can see it pop out. So I just want to fucking show it so like you can see it, you know? Where is your tooth, Jay? No, so this is it. So I got an implant, remember? But before they can put the tooth on the implant, you have to wait 3 months for it to heal. So they gave me a temporary tooth. The temporary tooth fell off, right? So since the temporary tooth fell off, I was like, fuck it. Like, I'm just gonna wait and go back to the dentist at the end of this month, and they'll just put the actual one on. Like I don't want to do the temporary again. Temporary sucked. But also the thing about the temporary is like I could smile like this, and you don't see like a gap. But I've got to the point now that if I smile and someone can see it, I don't care. Like I don't care. If you think I'm broke, like, I don't care. Like I can pay for it. Like I can afford it. I know I can do it. So I don't care. You know. I just don't give a fuck anymore. That's BS. It's not 3 months. What do you mean that's 3S? It's not 3 months. Chew on one side. I still chew on this side. So there's no crown on it because it's just that's just the screw. It's kind of weird having a screw there. It's kind of weird. Like dental in this country is a ripoff. I definitely have to agree with that one, y'all. Oh my gosh, dental in this country is a freaking ripoff. No joke about that. So it's so freaking expensive, y'all. I think I'm just gonna get this one done here, and then I have to have a few more teeth done. I don't think I'm gonna do them here in the U.S. The way he talks, you can't tell about his missing tooth. Oh, so when I talk, you can't see it because I feel super self-conscious. It's been so many times where like I've been out, like I've been places, and like I'm talking, and like I'm wondering like, can I see it? You know what I mean? Like, can I see it? Like, it heals faster than 3 months. That's actually really late. The tooth can get affected because it doesn't have life in it anymore. You say 3 months is too long? Because now it feels complete healed. I remember when I first got it, like a week after I got it, like it was I could definitely know it's there. Now I can't tell a difference. Maybe if I sneeze, but I can't tell it at all. I can't tell at all. It's kind of amazing. Like, yeah, it was stupid expensive, yo. It's a dead tooth. The root is gone. That's what I was thinking. Like, how can it go dead? How can it rot if like they took the nerve out? Used to be a dental assistant. Oh, really? Someone make him laugh so he can see the hole again. Really? So like you guys can't see it like me sitting here talking. That's pretty notice it. Didn't notice it until you mentioned it. Oh really? That's really good then. That's really good because like I think about it a lot. Think about it a lot. I'm like, oh shit. Like it's like every time I talk to someone, I think about it. When are you traveling again, yo? I have no idea. I might just go to New York next week. Who knows? I may just like creep out of here and go to New York. So I really want to go somewhere. New York would be pretty hot. Like I can go hang out with Alex. Yo, you're beautiful. No, that's them too. No, I need teeth. For important. Oh, someone hit me up. Hit me up on Instagram. Let's collab. Oh, I know who this is. They make fancy clothes. You got a mouthful. A mouthful of what? Tifa, they are overrated. You're not invincible. You're not invisible. You're a king. I'm a king. Invincible. How much are you getting from the caviar settlement? So I can't really say, but like it's gonna be some stacks for sure. Madison lost a baby molar on Thanksgiving. Ooh, teeth are just annoying, yo. It's like the part of your body that like you have problems with. Like it's like a bone sort of, and like it breaks off. Like, ugh. But everybody doesn't have problems with teeth. Like I have friends that have perfect teeth, and like they've no problems, like at all. Like never had a problem. You know. What entertaining are you watching? What do I watch for entertainment? I follow a lot of. I watch everything on YouTube, by the way. Like, if it's not on YouTube, I'm probably not gonna watch it. But I'll go through my subscriptions kind of fast. I follow a lot of EV people, like people that talk about, stock market, um, stuff like that. I follow a lot of like I follow a lot of like channels outside the country. I follow this like this Indian propaganda channel that they're always talking about China in like weird ways. And then I follow like this American channel, they're always talking about China in weird ways. And then I follow this Australian channel, they're always talking about China in weird ways. You know what I mean? I follow a lot of propaganda, for the most part. Um, I also I like my conspiracy theories. I like to follow my channels talking about war because I think war is pretty interesting. The art of war. War is horrible, but when you can understand something, even when it's bad, you just have a better understanding about it. You know. I used to watch a lot of the vegan drama. Oh my gosh, I used to love the vegan drama, but like it's pretty much died out now. Like for a minute, it was like a couple of years ago. It was so much vegan drama on YouTube. Like I could literally take a day off work and just watch that shit all day, and just be like, dang yo, she talking about her like that. Like it was just so good. But like YouTube's not even like that anymore. Then I like this dude, Hood Gaming TV. He makes these prank call videos, but they're like 5 years old, yo, and I'm still watching his prank call videos. But it's so funny, yo. Um, yeah, so like I just watch like random stuff, like a lot of bike reviews. I like bikes. A lot of cell phone reviews. I like cell phones. Like things I like. I'm more about the Weather Channel. Oh, you like the Weather Channel? I had a friend. He used to watch Weather Channel all the time. Jay, what's your favorite porn, Jay? I like. I don't know. I like white girls with dreadlocks. That's pretty hot. um, let's see. What else do I like? I like. I don't know. What kind of porn do I like? I don't know. Like, two people doing something in a room. You know what I mean? Like indigo flower. I love indigo flower, yo. Oh my god, she's so fucking beautiful, bro. Dude, she's so freaking hot, yo. Asian. I don't. I don't know. Like, there's not a lot of. There's not like. I don't really like that many Asian girls. I'll tell you one Asian girl that I think is fucking mad hot. What's that chick? That Twitch girl. Oh my gosh, she is so hot. Pikachu or whatever. But she's also like I think she's hot in a different way because she's hot because she's like a star. You know what I mean? Damn, I'm about to pass out. We talking about porn and shit now. Weed, I knew it. That's hot with two women. Some pretty bad girls out there, yo. I won't join any government list. What do you mean a government list? Well, you don't want to get your weed from the weed store? Do you interact with your roommates? Yeah, so I talked to one. So check this out. This one dude moved in, like this black dude moved in, right? It's kind of messed up, but like when I saw dude get out of the car, when I saw him get out of the car, I was like, dude, he is not gonna stay here. Like, no way. Like, he's not gonna stay here, yo. I had already had a really big chance that he was that whoever was moving in was probably not gonna stay once they went there and heard the sound because the other bedroom is really noisy. I don't know what the noise is, but like it's that humming sound, right? So I was thinking whoever the roommate is, they're probably not gonna stay there. But then when I saw it was him, I was like, oh, he for sure not gonna stay here. Hell no, like he's not. Especially once I like read his bio and all that, cause like he had sent out like this bio and stuff like that. And I was like, no, dude, I don't think this dude's gonna. He ain't gonna stay here and deal with that loud ass sound. So he came the first day, and I didn't see him like anymore. Like I did not see him like anymore since then. I guess he came and was like, "Yo, it's like way too loud. Like I don't want to stay here." Other roommates. There's like another roommate. He's like a skater. There's this other roommate who just moved in like like maybe a week ago. Man, she be cooking all the time, yo. I'm talking about like it looked like Thanksgiving like every day. And it doesn't look like that all the time. It looked like that for about an hour, yo. I'm telling you, there be so much food in there. I be like, God dang, yo. Am I at a restaurant? Or is she selling plates or some shit? Is she like cooking this food and she about to go put in some plates and to go like hopping in the car and go right around town and flip some plates? Like I was just like it was just so much food in there and it was just like every day. Like today, she had like this roast. This I'm talking about a roast about this size. She has some greens. She has some macaroni and cheese. No, come on. Look, I'm being sarcastic here. She didn't have that much stuff, but she definitely had like something in the oven cooking. The John was cooking, right? Um, Smelling up the house. There's another dude. He's a skater. Like he rides skateboards. Um, Bro, why didn't you ask for a plate? I mean, when I come through the door and I can smell all that food cooking, I don't even go back there in the kitchen. I be like, yo, it's busy back there. I don't want too many cooks to be in the kitchen, you know? So when I smell them cooking, I don't even go back there. I just be like, I'm all good. She's selling plates. Mm. I kind of want to go watch a Disney Channel. Yes, some serious questions in the stream. It's getting weird. What do you mean some serious? Oh gosh. Yeah, you guys are wow. You guys are wow. What's up with the whole porn question? Green. The porn in the hub. But how do you differentiate rape, willingness, and trafficking? Um, that's not something that I really like think about. You know, I don't think most people think about that when they watch porn. You know, and for the most part, like I'm just gonna keep it real. I'm just gonna say this like without being descriptive. Like I think my favorite porn, like unporn, is the porn that you can't. Is the porn is the porn that you cannot see either person's face. I think it's the best porn. I think it's the best porn because someone could straight up be a porn star and you wouldn't even know it. You know what I mean? You wouldn't even know it. Like, think about it. It could be like someone like you see all the time and then you wouldn't even know it. I think that's the best porn. I think that's the best porn, you know? You need to see her face, but then it's all really depends on it really depends on how it's filmed because every angle you're not gonna see a face, you know. Jermaine, do you have a porn video on Pornhub? What kind of question are you guys asking? Like, oh my gosh, really? Next question. Use your mascot though, Jermaine. But porn pays way more than YouTube for sure. Man, I just don't know how I know these things. Um, hmm. So what else is going on, y'all? What else is going on in the streams tonight? No, it doesn't. When was your last hookup? You guys are straight trolling me right now. My last hookup, it's been a minute. It's been in the depths. Just fooling on my way. Porn during COVID. Remember when COVID first popped off? Like it was freaking. They was making coronavirus porn videos where like people were hooking up with masks on and stuff. You should try Vegan Burger and SF. I've tried like almost everything on the menu at Vegan Burger. I even went to the Vegan Burger. I went to the freaking one in Singapore because that's where Vegan Burger's from. They're from Singapore. I even went to that one. Yo, freaking. I like Vegan Burger. Maybe I should go there soon. This is a good spot. I like their ketchup. I got some good ketchup, y'all. I got some real good ketchup, dude. Yo. Some places don't have good ketchup, like next level burger. The ketchup's whack. How can strip clubs function during pandemic with social distancing? They struggling. Well, it's that fans only now. Yeah, that's what it is. It's OnlyFans or whatever. That's how the girls are making money. I was supposed to make an account on there and just like show off underwear. Cause like I'm not gonna get naked on there. Cause I don't think that's the app for dudes. I ain't paying no apps. Well, I mean, I don't expect I don't expect the same people to be on that one. You know? Don't expect everyone. I guess it would only be the people that want to see clothes off of Jermaine, you know? I mean, but people have asked this shit, so I'm like, really? Maybe I'll do it. That's a really big maybe. I haven't started it. Nope. I ain't started it. No, I cannot drag Queenie, yo. I'm not about that life. No, I'm a dude. And no, this is a man's world, and I'm a dude. And I don't want to be a girl. No. No hugging apps this year. Of course, all y'all dudes gonna say something, but like I don't mean that in a disrespectful way to women. I know some women are gonna be like, but what I'm trying to say when I say it's a man's world, what I'm really saying is you really have to listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth when I say that. When I say it's a man's world, basically what I'm trying to say is like I'm trying to say what it really is. Like it I mean, men do a lot of shit. Like they basically do everything for the most part. I'm not saying that women don't do things, but like look at freaking the senators, all freaking men. Like look at the position that men are in. Like men fight wars. Men do the dangerous shit. Like you just don't see women doing. You don't see women doing the same. You don't see women doing the same things men do, basically. And it's not always right. It's not always right. It's not. But then I think some things come down to just danger. Now, when it comes to senators, it shouldn't come down to danger when it comes to senators. But there's a lot of jobs out there that you basically just don't. If it's dangerous, you have less people want to do that shit. Like, you know what I mean? I mean, you got me like I don't mind riding a skateboard and squeezing through traffic and all that. But I definitely don't know of a lot of people in general that would want to do something like that. You know what I mean? And that's just one little thing I'm throwing out. Like a lot of other weird shit. Like, okay, a job I see in the city that I have never seen a woman do. And I'm not trying to be sexist or anything, but this is a job I would not do. Hell no, I would not do this job. The people that go on the skyscrapers that clean the outside of the windows, like that hang off of the side of the buildings and clean the windows. You can miss me on that. Woo! I would never want to be that fucking job, yo. But I see people doing it like every day. Like I see people doing it every day, and it's like it's always men. I've never seen a woman doing that though. Yeah, they make six figure. I'm not saying. Look, I didn't say it was a bad job. I'm just like I just could not hang off the side of a building, not even with two ropes. Like no way. Expect on a way, dude. In San Francisco, it get windy like every day, right? Could you imagine up there blowing in the wind? It's just some things I just can't do, yo. Jermaine is two-sided, being in touch with his masculine and feminine emotional sides. Oh yeah, I got fell on Kearney before. Oh gosh. I heard you can make a bunch of money doing nails as a guy. You probably can You probably can, but check this out. Probably not that many guys doing it. You can make a lot of money doing nails as a guy. Probably can. But I think don't they make money from the tips, right? Don't they make a good money from tips? When women go get their nails done, do women tip? They tip, right? If it's $25 to get your nails, you tip like $5, $10, right? That's where they make the money. Is probably the tips. The tips they probably just rake in money just off of the tips, right? Yeah, it's not as much as it's made to be. Yeah, it's not. But I was really when I was talking about the jobs, I was talking about dangerous jobs for the most part. So do waiters. A lot of women are waiters for sure. A lot of women are waiters. Ooh, that's actually kind of bad because you got to think with restaurants being closed, that's like really hurting women. Because I know a lot of women rely on the tips, you know, especially if it's like a night type job, you know. Restaurants are open in Texas. Mm. Well, I mean, around here, I didn't even think about that. How like disproportionate. Okay, if you look at the jobs, right, and if you look at the pandemic, look how disproportionate. Look how disproportionate it is. You know, Uber drivers. Who is that? Uber drivers is mainly like I want to say mainly guys. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of women that drive Uber, but it's still mainly a dude driving. What about food delivery? Food delivery is a lot more mixed than Uber driving. I definitely see. I don't see as many girls delivering on bikes, but I do see women delivering on bikes. Not that often. Not that often. Like not that often. Not every day for sure. But like there's like this white girl that delivers. I think she's like European. I don't think she's actually from the US. I don't think so. Or at least I ain't never seen like a white girl from the US delivering food on a bike in the city. Like I ain't never seen that. Like I'm gonna keep it real. Like I just haven't. But there is one. I'm guessing she's from like Russia or somewhere. Like this is my guess. I mean, do y'all ever see? Because I don't. Like certain like I don't know, like certain people I don't see doing certain things in the city. And that's all jobs. Okay? That's all jobs. That's not just food delivery. She's blonde. Yeah, she's blonde. Have you seen her too? Like I seen her and like and she's like she's kind of, you know what I mean? Like she doesn't. Wait, let me take this back. There are a lot of women shit. There are a lot of women that deliver food on bikes. But if it's a actual San Francisco carrier, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the apps. Because anybody on the apps are gonna be on electric bikes. Like all of those people. Because earlier, like in the daytime, you have people who deliver from the courthouses, right? The actual carrier, or like you get a carrier license from like the city of San Francisco. Someone like me ain't got no carrier license from the city. I deliver from an app, but I also don't deliver legal documents. So those people that deliver legal documents, they got a whole different thing going on. You know, it's a lot of girls that deliver legal documents. Like it's quite a few actually. I remember you with short hair. I'll get short hair again. This is a man's world. NY vegan girl hasn't been out there as much. Who is NY vegan girl? Is that Kelsey? Remember Kelsey? Oh my gosh, I had the hugest crush on Kelsey. But then Kelsey, like, I'm gonna keep it real. A girl that rides a bike, she's always gonna be around dudes, and it's always gonna be dudes trying to talk to her. So like, yeah, maybe they're cute, maybe they're cool, but they're always gonna have dudes trying to talk to them. You must be talking about Kelsey when you say vegan girl. Yeah. Oh yes, yes. Do you have a warm bed? It's somewhat warm. It's warm when I like roll around in circles over and over. It could be one girl in a scene and hella dudes be thirsty over her. Oh yeah, for sure. Hmm. Is she a white chick with dreads? No, she's not. She's a white chick, but she doesn't have dreads. She's vegan. Do you use YouTube or some other live stream app? So I'm just live streaming on YouTube right now. I'm not doing doing a dual stream. Gates is thirsty. Gates is thirsty. I used to watch our videos. I wish I could enjoy bike riding like that, but I don't. I hate the sweating. That's a whole different type of bike riding, yo. I mean, you can ride like that on an electric bike. It'll be just as fun. Did I lose all the women in the freaking live stream because I noticed they're not talking anymore? What happened to Vegan Jim? Did you get pissed off when I said it was a man's world? Like, I'm sorry that I probably did say that to piss you off. What happened to Vegan Jim and her? Come on, Vegan Jim. Where you at? You know me? I love this view. I use a heated mattress pad from Target. Queen size, hella recommend it if you want a warm bed. Oh, I'm totally okay with the warm bed. What neighborhood? This is Soma. You're skateboarding around an empty metropolis. Focus on teeth and pretty. Yeah, I guess so. Jermaine got the tallest building. There's just way more dudes in the stream than ladies, Jay. Oh, I thought Vegan Jim was in here earlier. That's who I was really going for. There's always way more dudes in the stream. You ever heard of the Huawei phone? I'm not that big a fan of the Huawei phones. Like, I'm just keep it real. Not that big a fan. Well, I don't really want to get into the Huawei situation because it's like that's like a political kind of. That's like a political thing, you know. So I don't really want to talk about it too much. I hope we're not all guys. Oh, there's definitely some girls in here. That whenever you ask for them to speak up, that's when they get shy and don't say anything, you know. Yeah, I like those new Apple headphones, but once again, like I'm not gonna just run out and buy them right now because I don't just need them. And if I was getting ready to travel, like go take a trip, like get on an airplane, I would be like, yeah, I want them. But right now, like I don't really have anywhere to like wear them, like. You know, like when I'm in the street, when I'm in the city, I don't need big headphones like that. Like I don't need big headphones. When I'm at home, I can listen to them, but also when I'm at home, like I can just listen to 2 pair of headphones I already have. So I think like, you know, maybe when I get ready to go on the next trip, I'll buy them. But I'm not in a hurry right now. Or maybe I could just buy them and just talk about them. Buy them and make review videos talking about them, right? I'll probably just do that. Maybe I'll just buy them, just talk about them. You know? Buy them and give them away. How long does it take to braid your hair? I haven't did anything to my hair for a minute. I need to wash it actually. It's getting a little dusty. I need to wash it. I also should retwist the roots. I want to retwist the roots, but I could go a long time without retwisting the roots. I would love to get my hair done in South Africa because they use the crochet method. Ever since I left South Africa, I can't find anybody to actually crochet it. Everybody who does it, they locking method. So since South Africa, she said, I can do your hair, I can do your hair, I can do your hair. And then I went like what, maybe 9 months, I want to say a year. No, I went about a year. And from this lady from Nigeria. Yeah, she did it. And it was not bad. You know, not bad. I think she charged like $80. $80 for wash and retwist. So like she washed my hair and I set her on a blow dryer for like I don't know like well it wasn't an hour under the blow dryer, but I set her on the blow dryer and then after I got done under the blow dryer, she inner she inner she interlocked yeah. How often do you clean your belly button? Whatever, man. I don't know. Every time I get in the shower, like it's a random question, yo. Are you a troll or are you a creep? I would pay over $50 for quality hair service. Would you ever get those sides faded? What question? I have thought about fading the sides. I would probably fade the sides if I was in a hot place. Like if I took off and went to some like hot country. Probably want to fade the sides, shape the sides, and that way I can have some on the top. It's been looking the same lately. And it's crazy because like this is how I was actually wearing my hair. I was wearing it like this. So I was kind of like somewhat like that. So like it didn't look like this. It's fuck. Let me fix it. So what's your plan on SF now? I am just going to just go with the flow. So what I was trying to do with the hair was I was trying to like have this front part sticking up like an antenna. So I'm trying to connect to the Wi-Fi. So I would literally just like run around the city like this all day. Like this would be my hairstyle, right? So I just run around the city like this, like, hub, hub. And then people would be like, yo, I like your hair. Like, your shit's sticking up. But then whenever I would like ride the bike or hit the skateboard, like the wind would like have it like this. So I walk in like CVS and my shit be like that, you know? And then when I would go to sleep, right? Whenever I would go to sleep, I would do this. And then whenever I wake up the next morning, I just wake up, just get up like this. Bam, we ready to go. Like, just don't do shit to it. I just don't do anything to it. It's kind of dope. It's a man's world, but women have to raise kids and make them. Yeah, true. It's very true. It's very true. I didn't leave, and he called me back. Well, because I was thinking about you, vegan Jim. I was like, oh, I done pissed her off. I don't see the women chatting. See the women back. They back chatting now. Look at them. They back in here. They back in here. I don't know what I'm doing with these, but see, all this is new growth. Look at this. This was not a dreadlock. Look how long this is. This is down to here. Like when I first got my hair done, this was not here. Like this is new. This is new. Like this is new. This is new. Like there's more over here. Like there's another one here. Like I got like mad new growth coming in. That's why I wish I was on the continent because they would know exactly what to do. Wonder how long your hair is naturally. So in the top, your hair is years long. So in the top, it's gonna be like this part here. It's gonna be pretty long. Over here, it won't be as long. You look famous. Notice me. What's up, Kelly? What's up, Kelly? Jay, did you ever get your hair did in Oakland, Jay? So I never got it done in Oakland. See, the thing is, like, I want to find somebody who do the crochet method, and crochet method is not very big here. It's not very big in the U.S. Like, I think most people, I don't know how people get their hair done, but I don't think they do the crochet method that much. I think they do it. They do the crochet method. That's really big in Africa. It's super big in Africa. Everybody does crochet in Africa, y'all. And it's kind of insane because when I came back to America, when I first got my hair done, people were asking me like, "Oh, I like your hair. Like, how did you get it done?" And when I told them people use the crochet needle, they were like, "They used a crochet needle." Like I was telling this to other black people, right? They were like, "They used a crochet needle. You got your hair done in South Africa?" And I was like, "Yeah." And they were like, "Did white people do your hair?" And I was like, "No, it was a black dude. Like he was from South Africa." And he was like, and they were like, "So why did they use a crochet needle?" And I was like, "Well, in South Africa, like everybody uses the crochet needle, you know?" When I was in Namibia, my friend was like, "Yeah, everybody knows how to crochet. Like it's just something everybody knows how to do, you know?" And that's why getting your hair done is so cheap there. That's why like I can get my hair done for $15, right? $15, versus this hair story is so serious, Rasta life. Crochet is big in Chicago. Oh, it's big in Chicago. Cause like, man, some them folks is looking at me like, "You let somebody use a crochet hook on your hair?" And I was like, "Yeah, they used a crochet hook on my hair." And they're like, "Who did his hair?" I was like, "Some black dude did my hair." And they was like, "But why did he use a crochet needle?" And I'm just like, "Shit, that's what they do in the country." He done hooked. Why were they tripping? Because they ain't used to it. I think they use something else. Like they use another method around here. I think they use the beeswax method. Maybe they use the beeswax, right? Because in Africa they told me do not use beeswax because they said you can use it, but it's so hard to get out of your hair once you put it in there. They said it's so hard to get out of your hair once you put it in there. So like, if you just use the crochet needle method, you don't have to use any beeswax. No beeswax. I've been living a rock. Crochet is easier and faster to take out. Yes, it is so easy. It's so much faster. Oh my gosh. Put me on, love. Damn, dreads are. Yeah, dreads are freaking. It's a process. I'm thinking of a. I kind of want to wear my dreads different. I'm kind of thinking of. I'm kind of thinking of going short, cause the beautiful thing about dreadlocks, the beautiful thing about dreadlocks, there's so many ways to wear them. There are so many ways to wear dreadlocks. You can have long dreadlocks, you can have skinny dreadlocks, you can have fat dreadlocks, you can have colored dreadlocks, you can have dreadlocks with beads in it, you can have dreadlocks. You can just go on. The list goes on and on and on. You say, "Dude, I should do Mexican colors." I was thinking about doing rainbow, but then I already get noticed enough with red hair, so like, and if I did rainbow, I wouldn't have every rainbow. I would just have like three colors. So that's not exactly. Go short next year. You know, living in San Francisco is cool with long hair because it's cold here. Now, it looks good how it is. Yeah, but it's cool right now because once again, not that hot. Like it's cold. It's always windy and that stuff. If I go to somewhere like Southeast Asia, where it's 95 degrees, you know, 35 degrees every day, I'm gonna burn up. I'm gonna burn up with this hair. I'm actually burnt up with short hair. But yeah, that's one thing that you can't forget about is where you are in the world. Do Rainbow and the boys are going to really try to talk to you. But no one tries to talk to me, I'm telling you. No one tries to talk to me, yo. Lighter colors and sun. You ever cut your hair? Not that I know of. I may randomly cut it. You know, I may just randomly like cut it, but I don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon. I love having hair. I love having hair. I love having hair. I kind of want to recreate the dreadlocks, because I would really love to make the dreadlocks this size. I did a trial run, and I added a few of the light dreadlocks. Let me see. I made some that were a whole lot thinner, and they're so much lighter. Oh my gosh! But it's not many of them. And then making these are a bitch to make. Oh my gosh, they take so long to make, yo. I think this is one of the. No, this is not a new one. Like each dreadlock takes like 30 minutes to make. Are you asking if I'm part of the community? What do you mean if you're part of the community? How much money does it? No, how much work does and money? What do you mean how much work and money? Because I did them all myself, all the dreadlocks myself. So basically, what I did was I went to Amazon. I got the dreadlocks. So the red is like, I think it's like $30 for 20 strands. And then you take each dreadlock and you take each one and you make it look old by by taking the crochet needle and you go in and out of the dreadlock and you create like knots in the dreadlock. And then once you create knots in the dreadlock, like you move it around, you tighten it up, and you make this old dreadlock look like it's been used, okay? And then once you create the dreadlock that way, you can install it into your hair. Because, dude, people ask me all the time, they're like, so how long did it take you to get your hair like that? And I'm like, it takes a long time. And they're like, so how long have you been growing it? And then I'll tell people, oh, I bought it off Amazon. And they're just like, you bought it off Amazon? And I was like, well, yeah, it doesn't look like this when I bought it off Amazon. When I bought it off Amazon, it just looks like straight hair. It looks like it doesn't look good. Like I wouldn't put it in my hair just straight off Amazon. But then when I get done like toying with it, it looks like it's freaking old. Jermaine, do you support? Um, what do you mean? Do I support them? Like, I mean, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean? Like, because I don't know. I'm trying to figure this out. Like, what do you mean? Do I support them? Like, yeah, I don't want to. Don't. Yeah, that's very political right now. I'm not. I'm trying to stay away from. I'm trying to stay away from that. Like those talks. Yeah, this has not been a good year with me, and trying to. I need to stay in the middle. Oh yeah, no, I'm totally fine with people being gay. I thought you meant like if I was part of the movement. Like I don't know. Wow, are they heavy? Yeah, they're freak. I'm not gonna lie, they're heavy. They're heavy, and if I sit in a different like if I sit in a different way, I can hurt my neck. I can totally hurt my neck, yo. Like earlier today, my posture was horrible, and I was like hurting my neck. But it doesn't hurt now. It doesn't hurt now. But another thing I do with the hair is I don't move it. So like sometimes I'll have it in one spot for like a couple of days. Like I just don't move it because like right now it's in perfect position. It's in perfect position because it's like balanced. Like it's balanced on my head. It doesn't look balanced, but it's been like this for like a couple of days, so it's just balanced. You know, my body's used to it. You know, it's definitely heavy. Is big hair like having a big tumor? I love big hair. I love big hair, yo. When Jay Wash, yeah, he gains 5 pounds, dude, it gets so freaking heavy when I watch it. It gets so freaking heavy, dude. I just be like, God damn it! Like now I know what it feels like to be a girl, you know? Oh my gosh, I be in the shower and like there's like a waterfall shower, right? So I'm in the shower and like it just comes all the way down and it feels so good. It feels so good until like I like bend over and I'm just like, oh, I move my head back up, you know. You wore it straight up. Yeah, I haven't wore it straight up in a minute. I kind of stopped wearing it straight up. What hair color do you like on a girl? Uh, I'm not really too picky on hair color. I'm gonna keep it real. Like hair color doesn't really. That's not. I don't know. How do you dry your hair? So there's actually there's a system to dry it. There's a system to dry my hair. The system to dry my hair is you gotta like you gotta I have to wash my hair before like noon. Wash my hair at noon. Get out of the shower. Dry my hair with the blow dryer. Now when I dry my hair with the blow dryer, I'm not trying to dry all of it. I'm trying to focus on like the roots. Maybe I'll dry a little bit. But then from there, just go outside. Just go. Just go. Like maybe have a hair tie. Tie some hair in the front so I don't have hair in my face. And just let it like just let it hang down and just let it just do its thing. And when I go outside and it's windy and all that, it'll dry so fast. I remember once I like left the house and my hair was like wet. It was straight up wet. Like it was like on the front and like my whole shirt was wet and I was like I left the house. Like this is when I was still living in the TO. But I had like left the house and I was like walking around Union Square and like my hair was like freaking wet, yo. It was like dripping down my shirt, you know? And it dried because that day was like it was windy, you know, and it just dried. That's how it worked out. Yo, thanks for the super chat. Kind of off topic, but would you suggest Robin Hood or Wealth Simple? I'm just more familiar with Robin Hood. Like I'm really getting close on the Yeah, thanks for the super chat, Sean. I'm really getting close on hitting the 100K club in Robin Hood. Like I want to hit 100K in Robin Hood so bad. And then after I hit like 100K in Robin Hood, like I don't know, like I'm still gonna use it, but like I mean, what's gonna be the next big milestone? 1 million? You know, like that's just not gonna come tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm gonna tell all of y'all something right now. This is facts when it comes to investing. This is real. This is real facts. I'm gonna tell y'all something. This is facts. You gotta listen to this, okay? I remember when I started investing, right? $100, and then I watched $100 turn to 1,000, right? And then I watched 1,000 turn into 10,000. It took a little bit longer for the 1,000 to turn into 10,000, but you know, that 1,000 turned into 10,000. You know what I mean? Maybe I added a little bit of money to it. Maybe the stocks grew. But then check this out. I watched 10,000 turn into 100,000, right? Watch 10,000 turn into 100,000, yo. So check this out. You already know what that means. If you don't watch 10, 100, you don't watch 100 turn to 1,000. If you don't watch 1,000 turn into 10 bands, guess what? Them 10 bands, if they turn into 100 bands, guess what? A million ain't that far away. It's just right around the corner. It's not that far away. It's just right around the corner. It's gonna take a little bit longer, but it's not that far away. Finance classes in the session, but no, I'm just like it's time. That's what it really is. It's time. It's not really money. It's time. Time is very important. But Jay, did you cash out at 100K? Robinhood? No, I wouldn't cash out at 100K because cashing out at 100K, you're gonna lose half of that 100K if you cash out at 100K. You hear me? You hear me? You're gonna lose a lot if you cash out that 100K because of taxes. You gotta know about taxes, yo. Taxes be your worst enemy in life sometimes. Well, if you know when to sell, you know when you can minimize on the taxes. Cha-ching. Back. Sorry. Within 11 days, I lose anything. What a way to end the stream. No, I'm not ending the stream yet. You say cash out of your stocks and buy yourself a Tesla for happiness. I don't want a Tesla. I don't want a Tesla, like I don't want a car. Not right now. I mean, maybe if I leave the city and go live somewhere else, but like I don't need a car right now. I'm so happy with the skateboard. Like I'm so happy with the little I have, and the world has taught me that. That's where I learned that. That's why I learned that. Like the world taught me. The world has taught. You don't need all these material things. That you don't need everything. Like you can just be happy with a few things. Insurance on Teslas must be ridiculous. I don't think it's gonna be ridiculous. I live with opinion. Like this is like the best internet around here. It should not be dropping. So guys, I think I'm gonna end the stream because we've been going for like 200 minutes. I mean, whatever that is in hours. DoorDash IPO. I'm staying far away from the DoorDash IPO. It's that same guy that who invested in WeWork. Got that the guy from Japan with the Vision Fund. He's the same guy that put money up for DoorDash. And I like that Japanese dude, but like with the WeWork situation, DoorDash is kind of in this. I mean, DoorDash and WeWork, yo, they brother and sister right now. Brother and sister, and they losers. Two fucking losers. That's what they are. They're losers. I'm sorry to say they're losers, yo. They are. Like they are. I would run away from DoorDash, like for real. I would run away from DoorDash, like for real. Like I would. Like I would not put money in that one. You know, I'm gonna tell y'all what I bought. 200. I bought 2 shares of Real today. Real. Like I wouldn't invest in them. I wouldn't invest in DoorDash. Real. They're actually cheaper than the IPO price. So if you go check out, just go to Robinhood, type in Real, and then look at their 5-year chart. You'll see the IPO price. They're cheaper than their IPO price. The same thing I think is gonna happen to DoorDash. I actually might invest in DoorDash. No joke. Invest in DoorDash cheap enough. If it get a couple, get 100 shares or something. Is Tesla overpriced? I don't know if it's overpriced or not. I really don't know. Like it's so expensive, but you gotta look at Tesla like Amazon. Man, for years everyone was saying Amazon was overpriced. Well, look at it today. Shit is still look overpriced. But like when has it ever been cheap? I can't tell you when Amazon has ever been cheap. It's what I cannot tell you. I cannot tell you when Amazon was cheap because it has never looked like cheap. Like it's always been expensive. Like they've always ramped the price up. Whenever it was cheap, it was always people buying it. So nah, I don't know about that one. But when is Airbnb IPO? Are they IPO this week or next week? Because next week is like weekend closing Thanksgiving, right? They're gonna be doing a little Turkey Day IPO, right? No, don't go yet. Did Amazon stock ever split? I don't know if they stock ever split. Oh, it's the IPO tomorrow. Oh shit. Oh, there's gonna be another one in the stock market. Maybe I'll get a share or two. They come out tomorrow. Bet. It's gonna be popping. I didn't even know it was coming out tomorrow. I'm trying to figure out something about this microphone. So I noticed that there is maybe this is the thing that the Yeti microphones have, but like there's like this little speck here. This is like a little speck. But my other Yeti microphone has the same exact spec, and I thought maybe I dropped it, but I know for sure I didn't drop this one because I just got it out of the box. Are you high? That might be my problem. I'm not high. Show us the spec. Like, no, it's not that one. DoorDash gave Dasher $500 if they had 5K lifetime deliveries. That's like really low. Like Uber was giving out way more. They was giving out $10,000, I think, if you had what 300 deliveries or something like that. Black Sharpie, you got that right. That will definitely work. The Grinch came in 2020. The Grinch did come in 2020. Okay, guys, I'm gonna end this stream. I love all of y'all. It's been a fun night. We've had a good time together. Tomorrow we'll hang out. I'll make a vlog. It'll come out tomorrow. But I have a wonderful night. Thanks for hanging out. I love it. Hanging out with y'all. I get that like chill, talk, socialize. We could talk about some things. So tomorrow I'm gonna do a little live. Maybe I should I do a live stream tomorrow, or maybe I'll wait a week and do a live stream. Maybe I'll do a walk-in live stream because I got some more data on my phone, so maybe we can do a walk-in live stream. But maybe tomorrow. But I love y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Lovely, all the boys and girls. Lovely. Bye bye. Night night, people. Nighty night. There's the city. You'll see the people driving on the freeway there. Yes, yes, yes. May everyone get home safe and sound and in peace. I got something in my mouth. I'm out. Bye bye. Love all y'all. Give your homeboy Jermaine a thumbs up, yo. Ow! Bye bye.